Welcome. Back to cuts and shit.
There we go.
Your boy KB back in the building for what I'm assuming is fucking episode 60. There we go. Thank you kindly.
63.
And of course I'm in here with my main man Sean.
What's up, people?
And we have a special sort of special episode, especially near and dear to my heart. Now, one of the things that the idea from this podcast came from, really it was to have a platform to express myself outside of the monotone professionalism that a barber should display, especially a barber that's trying to be top tier in command, top tier pricing. So this episode is quite special to me. I have to the left of me, Mr. Chris Too Faded, young up-and-coming barber who actually works in my shop. And I'm sure y'all heard his name a few times, so now you could put a name to the face. We got Mr. Chris Too Faded in the building.
Welcome, Chris. It's about time.
Right, the nigga work right upstairs and he act like he can't come down for to have a fucking conversation. He talk all fucking day. And you can't have talk in a controlled environment. Don't act shy now, nigga. Say what's up.
What's going on, people? What's going on?
And to my left, and this one is I don't know. I think it's been a long time coming. I think now I went to barber school like 10 years ago.
It was 10 years ago, 2000.
I don't know. I was 24, 23, some shit like that.
10 to 11 years.
And there was this guy, man, who was pretty goddamn good. And I used to watch him. I don't think he knows it. Because when you go into barber school, like you one of the newer guys in there, you look at the people that have been there for a minute.
Yeah.
But now, like, I don't know. Should I call you Nate, Fat Nate,
I'll be honest with
programming CEO? I'm saying, what
Nate, it's crazy. Real quick, I hate being called Fat Nate.
For real?
I hated it my whole life. I just let people call me because it was easy to decipher me when they see me.
Yeah.
But after a while, I hated it.
Yeah.
Let's touch on that. I hate getting called like, "What's up, Big Sean?" Like
Big Sean.
People be saying that shit like Big Sean, like
who the fuck calls you Big Sean?
people.
You said Big Sean. Hold on, I got another one for you. Nigga. People consistently walk in the barbershop. They say, "What's up, C?" C, like, bitch. It's KB right here.
You see?
When you schedule your appointment, it says KB. Like, if you schedule me through Instagram, nigga, if it says Corey in my bio. Like, KB is like, why the fuck do y'all think I spell my name with a C?
People at work like, "What's up, Big Sean?" I'm like, "Yo, stop." I mean, I'm fat. But
Like, damn, ain't gonna remind me every second.
Damn.
I just hate nicknames. I never flew with nicknames.
Yeah.
I don't like being called. I don't like being called it, but I made a business off being called that.
Mm-hmm.
And then people always think it's funny when I tell them, like, I actually don't like being called that.
But
I don't like being called. No, I don't. I don't. When people say my name or they'll call me, like, I'm just like, my name's just Nate. Just call me Nate.
yeah, when anybody calls me KB, it still feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, that shit, I just can't. I needed a name on my fucking Instagram. I didn't know. I couldn't think of a nickname. Like, when social media shit first came out, like, Facebook was easy. Corey, boy, nigga, that's my name. Instagram, like, I ain't gonna put my whole name on fucking Instagram. So it's like, all right,
There's
KB.
Yeah,
like, and then like when I really started to put my foot down in the barber and shit, I'm like, my Instagram name is KB_29. That ain't right, Barbary. Like,
I think I hate it because none of my friends or family ever called me that. Nobody that's close to me ever called me Fat Nate.
Yeah, it's crazy how you can make a living off some shit you don't really like. Like, because I know a lot of people, I don't know how a lot of people come up with their names for fucking social media, but it's like, you see shit on social media, it'd be like, I don't know, this nigga nice at fading. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga nice. Like,
screw it, bitch. Like,
they don't know how to deal with that shit. Like, but I mean, that's like announcements.
Announcements?
Yeah, nigga.
Man, ain't no real announcements.
Cutsbykb.com. Come buy some of this shit, okay? And more importantly, man, hold your product up, cuz. Mr. Pro Grooming in the
high quality.
I be getting the oil and the beard oil and shit like that. That's great. I was looking at the hat. I'm
One of
like,
the
man,
most
that's
illustrious
so
beards in
familiar,
the
like,
business. It's only right.
This is my child right here.
Yo,
I ain't gonna
I'm
weird.
low. I'm low.
See,
I need some
When I
more.
walked in,
For the
and I
name
see the
system.
manager station, it's sometimes still weird seeing this shit. Like,
Yeah,
at somebody's shit that's not at my station.
That's
That's
lit.
weird. It's
That's
great.
dope.
That's lit.
Yeah.
that shit
Like
is
the
beautiful.
CEO.
No, it's
okay.
actually it's more lit when somebody supports. Like,
There you go.
that really
'Cause
that means
when
more.
you came to him, I'm looking at the hat like I was not even thinking about it, but I'm like, I see the box on the hat, but now that you,
that's my.
I'm like, oh shit, okay,
my
that's
child.
what's up, man.
See,
That's his brain.
cutsbykb.com. You can have this fine product on
Okay.
Cuts by KB. Or you can go to the man directly. Tell people how to get to you.
So you can go. My website's coming up. Matter of fact, no, we can't talk about that right now because the
Oh,
website for that is coming up. So we don't have that right now. But matter of fact, you can go on my Instagram.
There we go.
The Instagram that'll get there _programming. I think I'm so used to this new name. Underscore at programming. I think that's what it is.
There we go. I figured out. Once I put shit together, I'll make sure it's plastered under your face right now.
Appreciate that.
Tough.
Yeah, but see, that's that type of shit right there.
What do you got coming out?
Hope some more clippers. Like, maybe give me some clippers.
What do you got coming out?
Give me some clippers.
What do you got coming out?
We're going too fast.
Let's start at the beginning. Because it ain't about me, it's about y'all. You know,
I'm just here to provide the shit.
there you go.
The shit.
And
There we go. First of all, I need some of this wine here.
That shit tastes good.
I feel left out. Oh,
I feel like we should be getting this because this like
I feel like you should shout these motherfuckers out and tag them bitches on Instagram or some shit, so therefore we can get a check.
Is it a black-owned company?
I like checks. I don't give a fuck if they black or not.
They make some good ass wine.
they've been
The wine
popping
is
since
lit.
1917. The Riboli family, San Antonio winery.
That don't sound black at all.
They
But
don't.
don't-
That sounds like
That's
doesn't sound black at all.
That's
But
definitely Italian.
That's no, I wouldn't do all that. Yeah, I don't know these niggas. You ain't get no free money off of me until we discuss details. You know what I mean?
That's the Bible. Why you laughing?
Yeah, man. Let's get the vibe right. You know, the smoke bother you?
Huh? No,
Okay, all right, cool. Just making sure, Chris.
No, I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna do some moderately corny shit. Like when I came up with the idea to invite these fellas, I said we gonna have to, do some background and all that other shit. So I thought of a movie I liked with Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan and Brown Sugar when she was the Double XL editor and she interviewed rappers. She would always start off each interview the same way. I don't have time to talk, baby.
I'm working, babe.
Yeah, I'm working. Hold up. I'm gonna answer the phone just so you can see. I'm working.
Hello.
Hey, baby. Where you at, baby?
What the world?
Daddy recording the podcast, baby. Daddy recording. Say hi.
Hi.
There we go, baby. Let me call you back. You won't be on the show. If when I get some money, I'm gonna give it to you. Cameron, you want to say something?
Hello.
Say hi. Say listen to my daddy podcast.
Second to my daddy.
Boy, stop talking goofy. All right, I call you. All right, let me finish up. I'll talk to y'all later.
Daddy.
Baby, I gotta go. Baby, I gotta go.
Bye. Give me some
All right, baby. See, like I typically wouldn't answer the phone, but for some reason I feel like that type of shit should be incorporated because I like authenticity.
Authenticity,
You
bro.
know what I mean, I'm a lot of things. I'm a father. I'm a bub. I'm a whatever the fuck I am, and I gotta answer the phone when my baby's call.
Thanks.
Now back to what the fuck I was saying though. Like she started Sanaa Lathan's character in the Brown Sugar movie. She started up every interview with every person in the music industry the same way. How did you fall in love with hip hop? And I felt like since I'm about to be real nosy and get perspectives from barbers who are kind of sort of coming from different generations actually. Because at this point, I feel like if I get called OG in this bitch, I know he does. I mean, so my question to both of you guys, or whichever one can think of an answer first. When did y'all first fall in love with barbering?
Me, I told the story before, but I tell it every time I get a chance. I always had facial hair early. I had facial hair in 9th grade.
Oh, you was one of them.
But probably before 9th grade. I think 8th grade I had stubble, which stubble you think is nothing. But
yeah. But in 8th grade, it's a lot.
8th grade, I had a lot. So
I had like 3 strands.
I was going to the barbershop. I had to get it shaped up. I started going to the barbershop, which was it was a 30-minute walk from my house. Started going there.
Hold up. This nigga must have been nice. You walked 30 minutes to the barbershop?
Yeah, that shit was not.
Sure,
That shit was not. Matter of fact, hold on, let me think. Was it an hour? Let me think. Was it an hour? Was it 30? Hold on, let me think.
Wait a minute.
Who was this barber?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't want to make mess.
You had a Rick Ross in the 8th grade with the walk an hour and shit. Like,
I'm trying to think. I don't want to exaggerate my story, but I really feel like it was. Let's no. It was either an hour or it was a 30.
Dang.
I'm trying to remember. Was it in my head? Was it 30?
Either way,
30
that's
back?
a long ass walk.
I was walking. I walked. So we're gonna say 30 for the sake. It was
Yeah,
30.
not
So actually, when I realized I needed to get myself shaped up, because I had the facial hair, I went to this one barber because I had cornrows. Matter of fact, I had cornrows for like 10 years, and you get the shape up. I wasn't
You
even
did
getting
have braids in school.
Yep,
Yeah.
I wasn't even really getting it really shaped up like that. I said, I'm starting getting the shape ups. I went to this old guy who was, we're gonna say he was still 30 minutes. And I remember going over there. And he did cool, but he took forever. No, seriously.
One of them.
He was really old, so he couldn't maneuver. I'm talking about it took him for my shape up. It might have took him over an hour.
Bro, that's one of my biggest
I
fears.
never forget that. So then I never went back to him again. I went over to the shop that was, like I said, they're still 30 minutes. They literally is a shopping center, another shopping center. I went over there, linked up with my man Ty Furby. He shaped me up, and I went to him for years. I was going every week. So in 8th, we're gonna say from 9th grade up, I was going every single week. I didn't miss a week.
Dang.
He would look out for me because I was young. I had no job. I would just pay him every other week. And he wouldn't hit me with the razor on the week I wasn't paying.
On your week, yeah. You want this rate? You want, yeah.
And then
I get a girlfriend next week. You get the razor.
But ever since then, I was like, that's when I was infatuated because I was in the. You gotta think I was in the barbershop every single day. I'm talking about from 9th grade. I just started maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we'll say 2. I just stopped going to barbershop every week. I go every 2 weeks now. But for that,
where do you go?
I go to Travis.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Trav the barber.
Yeah, he's actually about to retire. Shout out to Trav. He's about to retire.
Yeah, I see. They're doing big numbers. Numbers I don't know, but
he just
doing
sold his first property.
and stuff.
March 11th, Travis done. Shout out.
Don't worry about it. We gonna get there too.
Yeah, man. Listen,
I got questions for that shit too.
Yeah, man. He's retiring, but that's what I'm with now. Ty moved to Atlanta in the midst of it, and I found Trav on some humble shit. Like I was literally scrolling through Instagram, and I remember Trav was always the first one up in the morning. Like he was up 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock posting haircuts.
Damn.
And working late. So I'm like,
dude, Trip.
Yeah,
that shit
early.
up.
Yeah, Trip, that's my dog.
I ain't never met him.
For him, man.
Don't even know what the nigga look like. To be honest with you, never met him. Never met him.
Trip, you never. I'll show you. Trip, that's my nigga. Yo, listen, he is. When it comes to barbering, when it comes to business, he is the smartest man. Like when I say smartest, he knows how to get his money out of that. That nigga times everything down. I asked Trip, how do you cut so fast and still give a quality? Because he get your haircuts done.
Man, I seen that.
Yeah,
17 minutes.
7 minutes.
He told me. He said at one point he actually recorded himself cutting and then broke it down on that like broke it down. I'm like, yo, he's like, if you had to talk to him to really hear his genius, how he is. Yes, he's like a scientist. This is Trip, right?
And I love that.
This is not his Instagram page. I mean, this is Instagram, but it's not his barber page.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
I never seen that man face.
He's a genius.
Yeah, I've never seen it, and that's one of the things that I learned. Well, just not from him, but just looking around the business is, sometimes it's I always fuck up this word. It's the exclusivity. There we go. Thank you. I always fuck up that word. Too many syllables. but because it's kind of how you equate celebrities. Like back in the day when they used to always use that like mystique, like before social media, like you ain't see these motherfuckers unless they wanted you to see them.
Yeah, it's the
ghost. Wasn't for these pictures, you wouldn't see me at all.
Yeah.
And they say you want to make yourself the least available for people. You don't want to make yourself available because you make yourself too available.
Hold on. I need you to say that again, closer to the microphone, so these people can hear you.
Don't want to make yourself too available for people because the more available you are to people, the more they feel they can get to you. You're less exclusive when anybody can get to you.
Thank you for saying that, because I don't know who's gonna watch this, but if y'all ever had the questions why I don't answer my goddamn phone or why I ain't answer your DMs, because there's protocol.
Leave me alone.
Use that.
Not just leave me alone, but like especially like if you coming through social media, like my Facebook page says to book your appointment, go here.
Sorry, you booked
My
bro.
my Instagram page says to book in my bio. It says to book your appointment, go here. It doesn't say DM me. It doesn't say call me. So if you feel like that's the best route for you to go, I'm going to say, okay, I'll catch you when I catch you because I'm not going to answer my phone. You can't make me. I'll pay the bill and get on. And more importantly, the reason why I don't have to answer my phone for you people is because my schedule is full already.
Exactly.
The work is done. We on autopilot at this point. Like
That's the goal.
yeah,
That's the goal, to be on autopilot.
yeah. So there's my tidbit. Continue if you have more.
That's really it. So being in the barbershop every single day, I fell in love with it before I was linked up with Trav. Because me and Trav, I remember we linked up. I was already in it like heavy. We posting pictures and shit. And then I linked up. But I fell in love with just being at the barbershop, being around everybody. That shit was love. You come to the barbershop, everybody walking there, and it's like it was just a family. Yeah, the environment. It was like fellowship. Yeah, man. The shit that went on in there was just funny and just fun. And I was like, man, I want to be part of this. My mother always said I was going to be car citizen.
Because you must talk hella shit.
She got me talk.
Yeah, I'm like,
you got to talk to people, and I can talk to anybody.
Dang.
So I ended up being a bar. The family used to say that shit. So I ended up being a barber.
I don't do that.
Chris? Well, for myself personally,
feel free to come a little bit closer to the microphone.
I guess I come from like the next generation, but I come from like humble beginners for real. Like my family couldn't really afford the barbershop, shit like that. My sister would cut me.
Oh wow!
Every other week.
Whoa!
I had the even Steven ball every time.
Yeah.
So when I got to probably about 9 years old, I started noticing like, yo, why my hair always did 9? I didn't cut myself at 9, but I was noticing like, yo, why I keep letting this lady cut my hair? Like, I'm looking crazy
all
out
young
here.
boys haircuts.
I ain't getting no girls right now. I'm like, damn, y'all want to?
Did they even shape you up?
No shape up.
Ooh!
No shape up. No shape up. So that continued till I was probably about in 6th grade.
That's a long time.
My oldest brother,
boy.
So, I had the butterball. I got a big head too. So they was like, yo, your head big as shit.
Big ass head.
So my oldest brother had a pair of trimmers. And
you fucked yourself up, didn't you?
I did the first time. But I mean, it wasn't that bad where I was like, oh, I got a nice little shape up. I'm looking cool now. Like, I ain't got to let my sister, she can still cut it around, but I can shape myself up. So fast forward probably a year after that, when I started shaping myself up, over my uncle's house. My uncle used to live with my grandmother. And he had a clipper set. And they had this big old mirror. We was over west. They had this big old mirror wall. One day I was like, dang, yo, I want to try to cut myself. I want to try to cut my hair.
Oh, when you were at this point, Chris?
I was probably about 10, 11. I was young as hell. I was young as hell, bro. Like when I first did a regular, because I wasn't cutting my hair at the office. I did a regular. Like I made it even with like a 1 guard, cut it all around, shape myself
What was
up.
your first pair of clips?
What was it? What did he have? I ain't gonna say it was Andy's. I know it was Andy's because it was like that big hard one, and it was like so gray on the front.
Like you remember your first pair of clips?
Huh?
You remember your first pair of clips?
First pair of clips I ever had owned. Barber school, pair of walls.
Really?
When I bought the kit. I mean,
hold up, pause. Hold on to that. Go back, Chris.
To which one?
Your first pair of clippers was what?
The Andy's.
Andy's what? The trimmers?
The clippers. My trimmers, the trimmers was the first trimmers I used. Like any clipper I touched was the trimmers.
Speed Masters?
Nope. They was the gray ones, like how we already got. Well, not anymore. We know like the old joints. When it was like the flat blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the T, not the
T,
TY.
the regular.
It was the regular blade.
outline.
That's what my brother had when he used to bald his head and stuff like that. So that's what I was using. Cut myself at my grandmother's house, and I went around like, Grandma, look. I was like, Mama, look. I cut my own hair. She was looking at me like, you old boy, you did 11? A good job. Bro, she was like, you did a good job. Look, I couldn't shape up right. Yeah, I couldn't shape up the back though, but I had the front tight.
Apparently, you still can, nigga.
My shit was like crazy.
That boy, yo, I don't know what the fuck he make it seem like it's so hard to hold the mirror, nigga. Oh no,
I never did it before. I never had to.
You never did
you never tried to get
when I really started cutting my hair, I would just do like, you never seen the first cut I did, real cut I did myself was the self of France. I tried to do the self of France. Yes.
Bold, nigga.
That was the first cut I ever tried.
Explain that to listeners.
Yeah,
Basically, Mohawk. It's like the Usher. I always seen Usher with that cut. growing up, I used to have to Google it. Like, damn, yo.
If I remember when I'm editing this video tomorrow, I try to post a picture of a South of France.
South of France, bro. I could not.
South of
You did it by
France.
yourself.
I'm probably
Myself
gonna be
in the
high.
bathroom. I was in there for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know you did for like
2 hours. I was in there trying to get it right.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
feeding your head, own head.
I ain't watched no videos. No videos. I just went off like I knew that open, close, going to open. So I was just trying it out. It was bad, but
Oh,
It sounds like it.
You wasn't getting no shape before that, so.
that's why I say, I mean, it could have been any worse. Shit, I was like, damn, I didn't even have a haircut to begin with. And after I kept doing that, I would just keep doing it. And then I got into high school.
I don't really drink all looking like that.
I just kept doing it. And in high school, I tried to get myself a cut with a clipper, try to get myself a shape up in the design.
With a clipper?
With a clipper this time.
Oh,
No knowledge. I ain't had no knowledge. So I was like, I had this big old part in my head. And people, I was in the lunchroom and everybody was like, yo, Chris, what happened to your hair? I said, yeah.
Listen. I used to get myself shape ups with razor blades.
That's what I started
Like
doing.
I'm talking about like with the big razor blades. Just this right here though.
I used to use the Bics.
'Cause I got a peak.
Widow's peak, yeah.
So I'm like, let me get this off here.
I
real
did
quick.
too.
Like,
I would've
let me
put
get
the
the edges. Oh shit, I fucked up.
Oh, no.
Let me, now I gotta take this. Let me not do this no more. Like,
And ever since then, I always loved it, bro. Like, I said 11 or 10, 12, it was one of them ages. I said, yo, I'm gonna become a barber. I did not know how I was gonna do it. I was searching when I got out of high school. I was trying to search for barber in schools. Nothing was close. We was still in the city. So I'm like, shit, how am I getting into barber school?
hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You talk a lot.
Yeah.
This is a show, brother. We gotta pause. I got more questions.
Oh, go ahead.
But nah, like I wanted to ask that question because you ever seen having a group of people in the same field, the beginning of it is so different. Like, because when people ask me, like, how did you become a barber? Nigga, I never hung out in barbershop. Never.
I didn't.
I barely went to a barbershop.
so
And it wasn't, I'm gonna tell them.
okay.
And it didn't, my sister wasn't cutting my hair. Like, I wasn't getting bad haircuts, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it myself. Like, my start was,
The year was.
I don't know the fucking year, but my infatuation started, like, I got an uncle. I don't have any big brothers.
Right.
And as a kid, like my mother had me fairly young, so I'm in a house. Like, when I was little, we in a house. It's me, my mother, my aunt, her daughter, my cousin, of course, and my 2 uncles. And one of my uncles, that nigga, he not a real barber. I ain't never seen him like in a barbershop ever, but the nigga, he could cut it. That's who cut my hair. And he would cut. I watch him cut his hair, and I'm like, that shit is cool. Nigga, I could do that shit. He would be, this nigga. Whenever he would always switch between a fade and a regular, but when he faded his head, like, to put his guidelines, and this nigga would tie a belt around his head. And I was like,
Oh, I've never heard of that.
me neither.
Sheesh.
But whatever fucking worked. He tied a belt around, and I'm like 7, 8, 9, young as shit.
Watching this
I'm
shit.
just
Like
watching
fade
it.
line or something like that. I assume.
Yeah, to get his guidelines, and I've never seen.
I'm about to say.
I've never seen that since. I never tried it myself. Yeah, like, but like the tech.
Imagine that though.
Yeah, but you know how, like, in a situation where, like, it ain't about the steps you take, it's about the end result. Really,
Yeah.
the process is cool, but if you got the right end result, don't matter. You see how I cut, and I be all over the place with my haircut. I be putting them shits together like a puzzle.
Yep.
So, fast forward, we move. Me and my mother, we move out, blah, blah, blah. She bought a house, and this is that and the third. And the separation, like, my uncle got older, of course. I got older. That nigga got more busy, and girls started smelling good to me and shit. And you know what I mean? And
That's an old word right there.
Yeah, like,
phrase right there.
Right.
they started smelling real good, nigga. You know, in middle school, they get the development and shit. 6th grade,
You smelling yourself.
yeah,
man.
nigga. I started kind of close to the way you started, like, 6th grade. Like, that's when I was like, I need my hair cut, nigga.
Yeah, the cool
Started
water
looking.
cologne and shit.
Yeah, nigga, I need my hair cut. And I would have to call him like a week in advance for him to come over to cut my hair. Like, and it was pissing me off because I was looking bad. So, like, after 6th grade or some shit like that, like, my my brother and sister's father, he had some trimmers. He was the prettiest nigga alive because I would see him and that bitch clipping his hair, lining himself up, getting right.
Slick Rick.
Yeah, like
That's what he was?
he was the prettiest
Slick
nigga
Rick.
alive. Like that nigga would pick every little hair and then go to the barbershop. I'm like,
He not exaggerating.
yo, dead
Rick
ass nigga.
was slick
Yeah, so
with the hard bottoms.
yeah, so like
slacks.
somewhere in that summer between 6th and 7th grade, I started like shaping myself up because nigga, I'm outside every day now.
Yeah.
I would grab his clippers, just clean my little shit up, and then I progressively went further with it. And then Christmas came, and my aunt asked me like, "What you want for Christmas, Effie? I want some clippers." Boom. She bought me some clippers. I saved up a couple of dollars, bought me some real trimmers, the little beige T edgers, I think, from Anders.
Yep.
Yeah, they was my first pair of trimmers. And I saved up my little $45 on them. Bought. I walked to the shopping center about a half hour, and I bought them shits. And I came back home, nigga, my shit stayed fresh. It was so bad. And this was in seventh grade, so like right after Christmas, I never ever needed a haircut. They're like, "How you keep your shit so fresh?"
That's what niggas asked me. How
Yeah, and then that shit bubbled into shape ups and shit in the
In the
kitchen.
basement.
$5, nigga, chicken box, nigga,
And
summertime.
he never cut my hair in the basement because I had like
Yeah,
braids
niggas had hair back then.
hair, so yo, I need to shape up. Boom,
Right.
in the basement.
I always want to put ashes in my wine.
Yeah,
I know, I seen y'all
be fucked up.
Yeah, and that's how it grew. Like for me, like and when I went to barber school in whatever the fuck I went to barber school, about 2010, 2009, I think, probably.
I thought it was earlier than that. I say
No, because I started in the steel mill in 08, and like I was there for like 6 months, and niggas was talking about layoffs. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So I got to talking to one of my coworkers, and I'm like, I mean, if you get laid off, and you want to go to school or some shit, they'll pay for damn near everything. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, only thing I would want to do is maybe go, I don't know, get my barber license or some shit like that, because it was just always a couple extra dollars to me. It was never. I never thought about cutting hair for
you didn't foreshadow where you are at.
Yeah, like I never thought to be a barber. Like it was just.
I don't think any barber back then
Yeah.
really thought that the money that they could make because it wasn't being really made like that.
And
Not around you. It
That
was
was
like
social media is
it's
a great thing for barbers.
Yeah, and ironically, I remember when I was young, like that, like my mother asked me what I wanted to do when I grow up. I'm like, I'm gonna just be a barber.
Yeah.
I told her that, and she laughed at me.
My mother
Why the fuck would you want to do that? Why you? I'm like, the narrative changed years later when I was paying her mortgage, but like it was like barbering is not like the ideal career for nobody,
laughed at?
especially back in those days
Back then it was.
where
I did
haircuts was.
I did my senior project on barber.
Me too.
Yeah, I did my senior project on barber.
Was it
Actually,
an entrepreneurship class or something like that? Because that's what mine was in.
They just would make at the end of the year. They always
Personal
make you
project.
basically what you want to do.
Mhm.
So I did mine on barber, and I actually did it on the guy Ty, and that's. I don't know, I just like the fact of being around people. Now I'm a person. I work by myself.
I don't even like people.
I like to work by myself now, but
I had a dude ask me that shit one time, like, Corey, you're not really a people person, are you? Like, nah, not really. Nah, fuck you a barber. I'm like, I'm good at it. The fuck? I don't need to talk that much, really. Nigga, how you want your hair?
About that shit right here. He wasn't even a talker either. Until one day I was in the chair getting a haircut. He's like, yo, I'm gonna start a podcast. I look at this nigga like, yo, you don't even like talking.
Yo, my whole life is a contradiction, really. Like, my professional life is a contradiction
then-
to my own personality.
I'm like, what should the name be? What should the name be?
Yeah.
I'm the namesake. Cuts and shit. And here we are.
Yeah, like,
There you go, proceed.
it's like that. We went from that conversation to a couple days later. Yo, for some reason, I was thinking about the podcast. You shouldn't have named it Cuts and shit. I'm like, I can't put shit in the title. like, I can't put
62 and counting episodes.
Yeah, like I
later,
can't
like-
put shit in the title. And then like as I kept thinking about what the fuck the name it, like when I really decided to really, pursue this podcast and shit, like fuck it, we just gonna go cut some shit. Like that's the only thing I can think of.
Shit, that's tough.
Yeah, but like with that barbering and shit, like I never looked at it as a viable option for a career until layoffs and shit started coming, and then so I went to barber school, they paid for it, then I dropped out, then I went back, then I dropped out again.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, nigga, I ain't finished barber school.
I dropped out twice.
I dropped out twice, nigga. I
think I came there, the one on Dundalk, right?
Yeah.
I think I came there and got a cut from you or some shit. like that
never
one time.
finished. I think when my last attempt to go back, I said, look, I'm trying to come back. And that's when I decided to take the shit serious.
Mhm.
And I was like, I was trying to get an apprenticeship with Joe, but he was playing around. I'm like, I'm gonna just go back to school. I called them business. They said I had like 217 hours. I'm like, I'm not coming at this to do 900 hours. Damn, that's so much money gone.
Right.
And at this point, like, I'm building. So then he said, we do the apprenticeship and shit like that.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Barber school only really teaches you the basics. I tell people all the time. When
Yeah.
They ask me how important barber school is. I tell them it's very important, but it's only the basics.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
Remember
suck,
when I told you that?
you're gonna suck ass when you get out. It's just end of story. If you only experience you ever had was barber school, you're gonna suck when you get out. But I tell people this too: if your only experience was not having barber school, you'll lack. A lot of people lack the professionalism that comes along with it. Barber school gives you structure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's the foundation of everything. So I went straight barber school. I didn't do an apprenticeship, and I bluffed for a long time. I was there the whole time. I didn't stop going, but I was only going like 3 days a week, and I didn't take it that
for like
serious.
3 hours.
That shit was just like it was like
fun.
high school. Just high school, played around. It was like fun.
Leave, see you.
Hey, when the hours came, it was time to get out of that motherfucker, and it was oh shit, I gotta take it serious. And I got in the shop. Boys, it's like throwing somebody on the highway.
So you went
To the wolves.
Watch out.
Did you do it like the right way, or like not? When I say the right way, like because when I was before I dropped out the second time, I was already cutting in the shop.
No,
like part time. Did you?
So I had
half or
I did. So everybody know me. Well, my close friends. I had a little shop in my basement called the Boom Boom Room. Okay. My mother let me use it was like the size of this shit. And I got a desk, like a how people had a computer desk to pull out.
Yeah.
That was my station. I had a chair that I bought from Larry. Larry had sold me a fucking chair.
Of Era?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit you. Good guy.
It wasn't a bullshit job. It wasn't a bullshit chair, but it was a $100 chair.
So one of the older ones with the ashtray probably on it.
Yeah, I was cutting my friends, but the barbershop, as soon as my last day of graduation, or whenever you finish your hours, I went to the barbershop. I still had like fucking a month to take my test. So I went straight there I went straight there into the shop, and that shit was cool. I thought I was gonna fail my test first time. I remember taking my test.
Which one? The practical or the theory?
Theory. I went theory. Fucked up. So I was supposed to take them both the same day. Came late. Was late. Picking up my homeboy. So I didn't get to take my practical. I went to take the theory. I finished the theory. I walk out, talk to the guy. As soon as I say to him, I said, "Hey, when can I schedule my other date? Because I know I failed." That's the first thing I said. He was like, "What? You gonna wait?" I'm like, "Listen, just schedule my other date, Joe." He was like, "Yo, you passed, Joe." I'm like, "For real?"
See, that's the difference. Like, because when what year did you get your license?
Don't ask me because I don't know.
But if it was right at the ball, so I'm gonna just estimate and say 2010.
I'm terrible with years.
I'm gonna just estimate and say 2010.
Yeah, we're going. Say 2010.
Yeah, I'm gonna just estimate.
But I got it as soon as I finished school. I can tell you that it wasn't that long after. I got it right away.
Oh, and the difference in testing when I took mine, like I legit just got my license like 3 years ago.
For real?
Yeah.
So was it easier? Well,
I don't know, but I knew I passed immediately. Like I took it on a computer.
At home or there?
There.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's the computer. So I did the computer shit, and it was like I do tell people this: when you take the test, most important part of the test is the coloring.
State laws.
The coloring we used to be more than 25% of the test.
Damn.
So if you got that, usually say if you failed that, you probably failed the whole thing. So I'm telling you, man, sign me up with your next date. Like, yo, hold on, man.
The one that got me was the state laws because they're not in the Milady's book.
No, they're not.
So you got to go do extra. You got to do extra research and to study this actual. Like I had to go on Maryland State. I went on there because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't passed that practical. Well, I didn't pass that theory until my 4th try.
For real?
Yeah, because I was 10 years removed from barber school, and when I went, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just see what I know."
But I
got like a 53. I'm like,
what did you get, 70 something to pass?
70
to pass. And I remember, I'm telling you, it's like I'm like the multiple choice king. You can get multiple choice.
I love those types of tests.
I'm like seriously, like I get multiple choice. If I was to give somebody a multiple choice test, I probably would fuck everybody up because most multiple choice tests run as the first two of those questions don't have nothing to do with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So once you find the two that don't matter, it's
process of elimination.
I would fuck everybody up because I would make every fucking one hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally was at one point, I was like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Take that. And that shit ended up where I couldn't believe it. Like, fuck it. I passed it.
Like, fuck it. I ain't gonna argue with it.
Thrown in the shop and was, man, I'm fucking niggas up left and right.
I gotta
sorry, my bad.
I gotta interject real quick because one of the most important things for me in my life is growth and progression. And I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast like a week or two ago.
What platform is he on now?
I listen to it on Apple. He's still on Spotify. He's just not exclusive on Spotify.
Okay.
I listen to it on Apple.
I want to listen to. I like because he's funny.
I listen to it on Spotify, or mostly I listen to it on Apple.
Okay.
But
I know he's on something else besides Apple. Is it like
it's all platforms for the most part. Or you can watch it on YouTube.
Certain days would be like you're gonna get it late.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get it the day it comes out is like Spotify, and then YouTube is like Thursday.
Yeah, because YouTube is a whole nother pain in the ass.
You don't get
I don't want to talk about that.
You don't get the visuals until 3 days later.
Yeah. Well, I still got videos processing from like 6 months ago. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. YouTube is I don't know, whatever. But I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and it was an interesting, I guess, segment in the show. I can't remember what show it was, but they were talking about the fact that only maybe, let's say if it's 100,000 podcasts, I don't know, just for the sake of numbers on the planet, it's 100,000. Only 10 to 15% of them actually get paid.
Dang.
Only 10 to 15% of these content creators actually see some revenue. And one thing that I like to highlight is doing a podcast is not as easy as it sounds. It's hard to come up with these topics. It's hard to schedule episodes. It's hard to get these videos edited. It's hard to do all this other shit. So, in my opinion, I feel like more people should be in a position to monetize their content. So with this new announcement, I did some research. And if you're a fan of the show and you would like to support the show, you can now support us. Just take your time and go to Patreon. That's Patron .podbean, podbean.com/KNS. Become a patron of the show, support the show, help us grow.
There you go. Support the show, help us grow.
There's my announcement. Forward progression. Keep it moving. Support the show. Let's get more wonderful guests on here and all that other good stuff, and we can get better visuals, better microphones, better everything. And
Upgrades.
maybe I can stop cutting hair so much. Let's keep it a buck.
Only it's exclusivity.
Look,
like
nigga,
myself,
hold up,
like,
because if I gotta be dramatic and all this other shit, I can just simply do this. I don't want to cut hair all day. Look at this shit, cuz this is beeping. That bitch beeping. You stay on this motherfucker all day, and you might get tired. So send me some money. That's my leg, motherfucker. So this is the other one. See the boots? They match. Bionic Barber, nigga, one of the hardest working motherfuckers alive, and I don't want to do it no well. That's neither here nor it's not that I don't want to do it. I just want to be in a position to have my leg off a little bit more so I can talk to y'all a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
So now I'm gonna get back to the regular episode, and that was my commercial, nigga.
Yeah.
Supporting it. I want to actually be able to pay Sean.
I'm here for the shit.
I'm not here for the money.
Yeah.
Like,
But no, it's not about the money. But you know, it's
if it comes,
content is king nowadays. I mean,
content is king.
And speaking of content being king, one of the dopest things that I've noticed about Mr. Nate here is the fact that he takes great pride in the content that he pushes out on social media. And me personally, I would love to be that meticulous with that type of stuff. Because me personally, I'm not going home to edit video.
That shit's a fucking
like it's a job, yo. And how do you keep that going? What keeps you motivated to keep pushing out high quality content? I seen your new setup. You got swinging fucking cameras and shit and ring lights off the wall.
You're gonna be surprised at the answer I give him. You ready?
I'm waiting.
You.
Oh!
Of course it went.
I wait for something else.
My man said, yo,
That's an ultimate compliment right there, man.
It's trying to make me cry. Cause
That's a compliment right there.
Hold up,
Where the claps at, nigga? Where the claps at?
Hold up, press that button. Damn it.
You.
How so? Because you see people doing stuff.
And I told him, you know, like this very like people that hate. And they want, and like, if I see you doing something, I see, oh, you out there doing it. Fuck this nigga. I see what he's doing. I don't like that shit. And you got somebody be like, oh, I see you doing that. I'll be right back.
I love that shit.
I've always been a person who's like, I like that. Respect.
Right.
Shake my hand. But I'll be right back. And I just see it. I see, you know, it's a couple guys. And I say you, definitely, because I'm here. You, it's another guy I give a shout out to. Silk. Man, you guys.
Man, that boy be doing his thing.
Listen, it's crazy thing. You think I'm a content creator?
Yeah.
I'm actually about to go sit with Silk next week and sit
Yeah,
down.
I seen you was on his
Yeah, I gotta
radio
go
show.
sit with this nigga. I'm sitting down with this nigga. I said, listen.
What in the shop?
He
You a
is-
shadow him?
No, I would. It's just he just is a fucking motherfucker. He just I don't know how he does it. Like you said, you think I would. It's like you asking me shit. I want to ask him how the fuck he doing it because that shit is
Shout out to Silk the Bob, yo. If it, like, I like to. I'm sorry to cut you off. I like to, go off the moniker as the hardest working mob alive. But that nigga,
that motherfucker, yo.
I just like to
Hey,
say it
Silk,
because I feel super and
when
I
you
got
see
one
that-
leg, nigga. But that nigga, he be
Hey,
working.
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna. And I tell him real quick. We can get back on topic real quick. I want to say what I told him one time. Not that I thought he was bluffing, but sometimes we just
It's
push it
different
out.
when you see it.
Man, I seen the nigga. The nigga told. I said, boy, how? But you know, it's funny. We see stuff. I asked you the same. Like, how do people? I mean, motherfucker, you a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
You're a fucking warrior. Like, how are you able to get up every day to fucking, with that? Like,
Every day.
But motherfuckers can't do that shit. It's adversity. So you always need somebody from the outside, and it's admiration. So I see that shit. So I gotta back when I say you because I see it. And I'm like, all right, motherfucker,
You should have saw him.
He's I'm gonna go harder
I'm
then.
gonna go back.
I'm gonna cry watching this
I'm-
video back, nigga. I promise I'm gonna
I'm
cry.
gonna
I ain't gonna do it now.
Hold on, bitch, shut up.
Let
I'm
me hold it.
gonna go back a bit if I can.
I put it up.
Oh, I'm about to
No,
say,
it was
where-
on the- it was
fire
on-
away, nigga. Like, oh,
It's good now.
well, I'm gonna go back to when he was in the hospital during his situation.
Mhm.
All he could talk about and
Let's cut
think about was getting back
to
to
the
this,
Mm-hmm.
to the shop. I got a video. I think I still got a video where everybody is like around your bed and you giving me like.
That was when I first came out of surgery. That
Yep.
last surgery.
Yep. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the video. I never sent it to you.
Don't.
I hope I still got it. I
Don't
hope-
send me that shit,
But
please.
like you was giving the breakdown, like basically not the undertone. I gotta get back. Period. That was it. I gotta get back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he kept saying. And for you to say, what's your reason? Well, to answer his question, what is your reason to go as hard as you do in content and stuff like that? You would say him.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
you don't know how hard that is. I want to cry, yo. I'm gonna cry when I watch this video.
Yo, for real.
because yo, that shit, like, when I woke up, yo, it was like everybody was around me crying and shit, and I'm looking at them like, what the fuck wrong
Like you
with y'all?
did or something.
Real
like,
shit.
fuck, am I
Real
dead?
shit. Real
like, am I
shit.
dead?
That speech I gave is, you motherfuckers must don't know me.
This ain't stopping shit.
Like,
Like,
listen, the day of your surgery, your father called me.
I know, I told him to call everybody on my phone.
His father called me, and his father was like crying. I said, whoa, what's up? He said, Corey is, opting to get his leg cut off. It wasn't the doctor's choice; it was his choice right there. So when his father called, I thought it was something worse.
Mm-hmm.
But when he said Corey opted to get his leg cut off, I automatically knew.
What he was thinking.
I automatically knew. I automatically knew that shit.
I got shit to do.
I got to get
That's what he
moving.
said. I got shit to do. That's another shirt. I got shit to do. Content is king. They coming
What's up,
soon.
I'm sorry.
That's
I gave my father a whole speech to post on Facebook that day. Well, I didn't know he was gonna post this fucking speech.
Did he do it? Nah.
Yeah. I kind of shared it on my anniversary day.
Okay.
But I didn't know he was gonna post that. Like, I knew he was gonna post a picture.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I learned, like, over the years, like, stepping into a position, when I took over as an owner, it changed my whole life, and it changed my whole perspective on a lot of things, because I don't like to call myself above. Unless I'm talking shit. I mean, unless I'm talking shit.
It's a good balance.
Yeah,
nigga, it's okay to flex.
But realistically, I like to consider myself a leader, yeah. Like, I'm not, I mean, Chris here with me almost, I would like for you to work more, but.
You know, I like
but like, Chris see it all day, every day with me. I don't come in here talking that shit. Like, I come in here saying, nah, nigga, you be great. No, why the fuck she not here? She's supposed to be being great.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm stressing.
are you gonna be great today? That's the type of shit I'm on because I if anything, like, I don't have no desire to be a fucking motivator. I have no desire to be an inspiration to anybody. My desire, realistically, is to show people I'm strong as a son of a bitch and ain't nothing gonna stop me.
Yes. You want to clap for that?
Thanks.
Because when you go through life and you learn some of the shit, you learn like, oh, because I told them, like, this ain't about me. This leg shit is the doctors came out, cussed them motherfuckers out. This ain't how the show was supposed to go. I told them get the fuck out my face. Like, them niggas talking about they can fix my leg. You niggas talking about cutting my shit off. You get the fuck out. And it's like they did that shit on some. To me, it was some wild shit because it's like my father was in there with me that morning, and he left. 10 minutes later, them niggas walking that time out. Yeah, we can cut your leg off today. We got time. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
just
gonna
do it.
Like, to summarize it, that's how they brought it to me. Like, we got time to cut your fucking leg off today if you want us to. What? Get the fuck out my face. Like, the plastic surgeon said we're gonna try to fix this bitch. The cardiovascular surgeon came in and said, like, nigga, even if they fix it, you still gonna end up with fucking cripple. Because whatever they're gonna be able to do is just gonna be a band-aid. And when he said that shit, I looked at my phone, and for some reason, like, this nigga started talking and shit. He like, I'm like, because I honestly, like, I knew my leg was gone a couple of days before I even got the surgery.
Damn.
But it was like everybody in the hospital trying to be optimistic and saying prayers and saying this is gonna work out. I started to believe that shit.
He's so forceful.
But then at the surgery number 3, it was like, maybe not. At the surgery number 4, it was like, I don't know. Surgery number 5, I'm like, this shit is getting exhausting now. I keep getting cut the fuck open and I'm losing my voice. I had like 6, 7 surgeries in 10 days, nigga. I was exhausted at that point. I wanted to go the fuck home. I miss my kids. After I kicked them people out the room, me and my father had a conversation. He talking about some guy that he grew up with that had a prosthetic for years and he didn't even know it. And then I'm thinking all the time, like, because a few days before, as I'm laying in my bed, high as a fucking kite, I don't know what them drugs was, but I was high as a bitch. Somehow I'm looking at, like, prosthetics and shit. Like, I remember doing that shit because I already had it in my brain, like, this shit ain't gonna go good. For some reason, like, I just felt it in my spirit that this shit wasn't gonna go good. Like, I felt like I was gonna leave that bitch without my leg. And when they came in there, like, this day was like the last resort. Like, it was either get cut the fuck open again, just to get the fuck cut back open again.
Again, same cycle.
That like, those how I looked at my choices. It was like, get cut open one more time and go the fuck home in a couple days and get back to business. That's all I thought about, yo. And when I woke up from that surgery, them niggas crying and something like, the fuck around with y'all? I ain't in pain no more. I'm good.
Right. That bitch gone.
Yeah, like, I was in pain, yo. That shit hurt, yo. 10 days straight, all day, every day, on drugs. I'm high as a bitch. I'm telling my father, call the Avengers so Tony Stark can make me a leg. I was high, nigga.
Call the Avengers.
Yo, it's so many people in my room, and the nurses were like, people love you. And then there's certain people in the room like, Corey, you all right? I'm high. No, they get on your nerves, ain't they? Yeah, I want them to leave, but I don't want to be alone, so I'm going to just sit here and gaze at the fucking sky or the TV or some shit while they're congregating and fucking crying and shit. I'm just waiting for my bath because I'm laying here. It was disgusting. Like, I wanted to go home, man. Like, the only thing I could think about was going home and picking up where the fuck I left off.
That was it.
Because
that's the video I got.
Yeah, because at that point, when I say I felt like in my brain, nigga, I just put out a platinum album or some shit. Like, yeah, looking at, for me personally, where it started and where it's going now, I never expected none of this shit. It wasn't even a desire for me. it was literally forced in my lap when I got laid off, and and every job I had fucking sucked, and I was like, you know what, these people stupid. I'm tired of working for these dumb motherfuckers. I'm getting a little bit better, and I was always cutting part time. I'm getting better with this shit, so I was probably making like 3 to maybe 500 part time.
Went from the barber waiting to the clients waiting.
Nigga, I slept in that.
He's showing the
Real
clients.
I slept in that bitch.
Chris, you should have seen it.
I slept in that bitch.
I was there like
all
every
day, nigga.
Hey, I was there every day.
And I tell you all the time, like my motto was every person that's in the show, I'm gonna cut the fuck out of them.
And Chris,
Because at that point, it's my only option.
and like you'll come up ain't
So
gonna
much
cheat.
faster than mine, nigga.
Well, that
He
right
got a
there,
cheat code having me.
That's the
To be honest.
I'll say, because like I said, like I was there from the humble
Beginning.
beginnings of him cutting to the alley to him leaving. What was it? Not BG&E from the you know
Wax.
from Wax. Can I get a cut? Boom. From getting my hair cut from the other guy to him fucking up. I'm like, yo,
And then I'm always there.
then he's always there. I'm like, oh no, yo, I need the Sean Berry one. He know what that is. Or I want the Sean Berry 2. He know what that is. Only get my hair cut two different ways. Two different ways. Or I may do something special like I did today and shit, like never, but he knows what it is. So it made sense. And
Not
the,
even gonna lie. Go ahead.
the jewels that you got from him and how you moving along and you became a sponge and everything he was just leaking, you soaked it up. And how you building your clientele and shit like that. Keep doing that shit, man. I ain't no barber, but I like my geometry straight. He keeps it on point.
On point.
I tell people all the time, Chris, one of my biggest motivations. Like, real talk, like, I won't say not just motivation, but he's like a trophy for me. Because everything all the time that I put in to learn all this shit, know it works, nigga.
Blueprint. Your validation.
Mhm.
Would you say that? Like your validation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, this ain't how it was supposed to go.
His blueprint.
I don't want to talk about me no more.
Okay.
Blueprint
fuck
don't
it.
I'm very selfless guy, nigga. This ain't about me.
Oh, nigga, like
It ain't about me. It's about the people the people's lives that I can positively affect.
Right. So you say it's not about you, but it is about.
But it ain't
you.
about talking about the shit. I don't want to talk about it. I
I'm
just
just
want to
saying.
do it. You talk about
Like
it.
I said, when I first started trying to barber, right, I was working at my first
This
job.
is funny. Go ahead.
This is hilarious, right? I was working at my first job. I got fired because they tried to say I stole something, which they lied. And I was working at this little. I didn't steal it. I mean, I took something, but I didn't steal it.
That.
So
You didn't steal that
I didn't
item.
steal that item, but they said I stole. But at the second job I was working, it was on Towson. It was like, to knock on people's doors, like energy.
Oh, you want to know?
You one of them niggas?
I was
Well,
one of
that
them
wasn't
niggas,
one
bro.
I'd have never answered the door for you.
But I grinded with that shit for a week, though.
You actually make money with that shit?
It's
like
possible, because like you said, I can talk. I know how to fucking talk.
okay.
Yes.
Nigga, if I can catch you at that door, I'm talking to you.
Like if you open the
Like, wait a minute
door.
now. Don't you
Yeah,
wanna
I was
buy
like,
these
hey, how you
dollars?
doing, sir? I had that monologue down in a week, bro. No, like 2 days. I had that shit down pat. They had
Fast forward to how you got hired.
fast forward how I got hired. So I was still doing that shit. And I was on Instagram and I seen the guy Corey. I was following Corey. It was the first barber page I ever followed. First barber page I ever followed. I never followed no other barbers. Never.
What? You never told
I never
Did you
followed.
wait for this shit to tell me that?
I never followed any
Claps.
barbers ever. This was the first barber I ever followed. I was like, yo, this nigga nice as a bitch. I was like, damn, yo. I showed Olivia when I was, my big my girl. Like, man, I was shop. I mean, yo, like, I'm trying to get up in that shop. I swear to God, no lie. So he had posted that same day he got in an accident. I was like, damn, what the hell?
How emotional.
That same day he posted that he's looking for a barber apprentice. He looked for a barber first. I was like, fuck. But I read it more, say the apprentice too. So I was like, oh shit.
I was in the hospital.
He was in the hospital with that shit. I ain't know though.
I was
texted
at
him.
work, nigga. I never turned off.
He told me to text the guy Jabbar, which was his used to be his partner and shit. I was like, yeah, the guy KB sent me your number. I waited 2 days for his reply. He said, yeah, let me call you on your lunch. Talk fast forward. I get to the shop. Corey comes probably the first week. The first week I was there? Was the first 2 weeks? First something like that. Nigga, Jabbar threw me into the damn pit. He said, nigga, I ain't know what the fuck was going on my first day in. He said, yeah, you get the cutting. I'm like, I set my station. I'm like, shit, I don't really know shit. I only cut my hair, my nephews and shit. So I'm just winging it. Like, I'm trying to fade these kids shit out. Shit ain't turning out right. I'm just like, shit. Take me
How long was you in
an
the
hour
hold
and
up.
30 minutes on one kid?
How long was you in here before I pulled up that day?
I was.
It had to be like a week or maybe.
It had to been a week. It was early.
Yo, this shit was so funny, right? Because I was in rehab at that point. And they was like, we're gonna go on a field trip. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean we going on a field trip? Like, we just gonna take you outside and see how you maneuver this, that, and the third. Where would you like to go? My barbershop. Like, nigga, I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to go see nobody. I wanted to go straight to my shop because I was out of it for so long. That's how I knew that this shit is really a love for me. I didn't want to do nothing else. I probably should have went to go see my kids. The reason why, honestly, I didn't go see my kids because they came to see me like a day or two before that at rehab. So I was like, I seen them. I seen my babies now. I gotta go see my other baby.
Yep.
I wanted to come to the barbershop, nigga. I said, no, I want him to cut my hair.
Bro,
I just my arm was in my
Hold up,
ass.
nigga. But the funny thing about it is when I first walked in, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Oh,
I was high, nigga. He was the wrong barber.
I was the one that texted him.
I okayed the wrong barber, yeah.
Oh shit.
And I didn't know it until I came that day.
You okay the wrong person.
I promise you. I'll say his name. It was a dude on. I don't know if any of y'all follow him. It was a dude named Crispy Mario.
I know he is. I talked to him
because he reached out to me when I posted that shit too, and I thought I was coming here to see that nigga.
Talk about fake, Chris.
Yeah, like
that's why I say it was had to be.
And when he came, when I looked, I'm like,
he did look at me weird as shit. I'm looking at him like,
that's not the guy. But whatever, nigga. You cut my hair. You here? And I had basically close him to the whole. He was shaking his shit.
I was nervous. Like,
you know I'm Corey, right? Like,
yeah.
I said, "Oh God, this is quick. This is KB. This is my first time meeting this nigga, and he was mean as shit. He was mean as a motherfucker." I said, "I text my girl, I don't like this nigga right now. This nigga mean as fuck. I gotta get a smile, nothing."
It's a barber boot camp in this bitch. I know, because that's one of my goals. Like, even before, when I really decided I wanted to own a barbershop, one of the things that I started doing was I started investing in my career. I started taking classes, started going to shows, seminars and shit like that. And one of the things I came up on is, if you want your shop to be the shop you want it to be, or if you want the people in your shop to be who you want them to be in this business, you got to fucking help them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because one of the mistakes that I made early on with Chris, and that's why he's my validation, because he taught me just as much as I taught him. Because my thing was, this nigga's terrible. Like, I want to fire him.
Yep.
I wanted to fire this nigga 42 times. People in here say even maybe you should start coming once a week to work with him. I'm like, if I ain't cutting, I ain't coming. Like, I'm not coming
sitting around.
I'm not coming in this motherfucker jumping around and shit. Like, I ain't doing that. Crutches and shit. But then, as I started getting more comfortable with moving around, I would pull up maybe once a week.
Yep.
And I would do evil shit. Like, I would sit, if Chris's chair is right where he's sitting, I would sit right there. Yep. But far away enough to see everything.
Mm-hmm. Watch.
I would be on my stool or something. I roll up this bitch.
Stay close.
Yeah, fix that shit. You cannot let this leave out of here. Nigga, open up that blade. Mm-hmm. And I did that shit. It was bad. It was a lot. But it worked. It's never with no malicious intent. Nigga, I'm doing this. It's helping you more than it's helping me. And that's, we spoke on that before. That I realized, Chris helped me realize that. Mm-hmm. My purpose really, even though it was a goal for this to become a learning environment where everybody can teach each other and this, that, and the third, it became a goal for me to do my part in helping them grow. Mm-hmm. Because the name on the door, most people don't even know the name of my motherfucking barbershop. All you know, that's Corey Shop.
Yep.
Don't go to Corey Shop. That's all I could think of. So if I let this bad haircut leave out of here, and I finally got somebody in here that will listen to me. I finally got somebody here that listen to me. And as Chris learned and as Chris progressed, and he would say shit yeah, got that from you. Good, nigga. I'm glad you listened. But I literally it's been a little bit over 2 years, and I literally watched this man's life change. Once I convinced him to quit his job, nigga was off to the races.
What? I was scared.
Which leads to my next question. This is specifically for Nick, because you knew, nigga. I know what your breaking point was, me.
It is. Ain't no lie.
Like,
I was nervous as hell.
at what point in your career did you, I don't know, like, did the light bulb go off and say, nigga, I got it?
I got it.
Like when, like the biggest change, in the direction in your
Meaning like
trajectory, I guess.
Where I'm at right now, what changed me?
Yeah, like coming from where you started. What was the? For me, it was one
stages.
specific thing. Yeah,
It was stages for me.
I might be a barber, man. Fuck that nigga.
Hey man, I'll have a chair open soon.
I went through
Pushing
stages.
in between me and Chris.
I went through stages of going through stuff that made me elevated every time. Like my first stage was, getting to the shop. The shop was the worst nigga. I remember talking shit to my homeboy.
That first seat.
I was talking shit to my homeboy before I was cutting. I said, man, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, this, and that. Man, I got in there.
That humble pie hit the shit.
Yeah, when you first get in the shop, you think you done nice.
Man, listen, I had the nigga, my dog, Big Chuck, 6'4", 500-pound nigga, could cut his ass off. He talk shit. Funniest nigga you ever met in your life. Talk shit. He'll tell you shit. Like your haircut, come walking out bullshit. He gonna tell you and the customer that this shit bullshit.
I like that type of energy.
Chuck will tell you, and it was a barbershop, and Chuck was telling you, and I got tired of that shit. I'm like, yo,
losing
I
Bill's
got tired of
character.
that shit.
Yes.
Chuck making jokes every day. If a fade fucked up, he gonna tell you like, boy, you flew a plane into that nigga head. Boy, you a terrorist out here. He call you a fade terrorist. I mean, he did
a fade terrorist.
Yeah, he do shit in front of everybody, but he love you because they call you on there and tell you later on, like, boy, look, you gotta do this. Chuck will talk shit. So I was like, fuck it. I said, I can't. I'm good. I told Chuck, I said, look,
I gotta do it.
I said, Chuck, I gotta get better. And I said, fuck it. That's when I started watching videos. I had every DVD.
UC University.
And then once I know so many barbers because it was like that during that breaking point time, I wouldn't seen every barber. I probably know at one point I probably knew every barber in Baltimore because I went to their shop and I went and talked to them. Like I built a lot of relationship with older barbers because I was going to see them. I was at their shop talking to them. I mean, I'm talking about OGs in the game that everybody remember. Like you got guys like Earl and Ronald and L Rock and just guys that have names.
Can I make a confession?
Hmm?
I don't know these people.
For real?
I'm not the networking
So
barber.
they're not. These guys they're not networking guys, but just here's another thing that probably put me into that world. The barbershop I grew up in, it wasn't a younger barbershop. These guys were 30, so they weren't old, but they were like seasoned. So they out in the street. So these guys are I'm hearing about these other barbers while I'm sitting there. So maybe that's why I knew them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I can go tell a barber they probably never heard of Earl. Earl, if people know, Earl is the airbrush everybody uses.
Yeah.
When they use it, that's Earl. If universally, everyone knows that Earl is the person who brought the barbers. I mean, it's probably conversation niggas say this person and this because it's like a group of four. Earl is the first person to know to do that shit. The airbrush with the what's name? It was nobody else that was doing it except Earl. Nobody. It was Earl was the one who brought it. I don't know. We don't know where Earl got it from. We're talking about Earl was the first one, and everybody wanted to know. So we go back first phase. I said, man, I had to get better, so I had to become the best person in the shop.
Yes, sir.
Chuck left. Chuck's gone. So then it's me. I'm the guy in there. My dog Hashim, cool guy. Hashim had so many clientele. He just got. When I met Hashim, I thought Hashim was there for like 10 years. Hashim was like, Nate, I was only there a year before you. I mean, he had more clientele than anybody in the shop because Hashim was a
high volume shop.
It's a very high volume shop. Hashim introduced everybody. He told me when you talk to kids, no matter it's yes sir, ma'am, kids, everybody. So he was very professional. Hashim left, said Nate, and me and him built a friendship. I didn't even know he was going to do it. One of the best things he ever did for my life. He was like, Nate, I'm going to Jamaica, whatever he was going. He's like, yeah, but I did something for you. Every single client I got him sending to you.
Sheesh.
Yo,
send me
I got a similar story for you, but go ahead.
Send me every single client.
Right?
Send me every single client. But here go a crazy thing. Fast forward. Hashim was such a good person. Hashim moved back into the States. Texted all his clients, I'm back. Every one of his clients came back. I didn't care. I mean, I already had my clients with his clients that I built on. It didn't matter anyway. He gave me money. Bam. So we get that scenario. Next level, I'm the best. I felt like I'm the best nigga in the shop. Nobody's fucking with me. We got robbed. Me and my one of my closest friends, we were in the shop, we got robbed. And I was like, man, fuck this shit. We out. I'm going to get a suite. So I went and got a suite. He didn't go with me. He ended up going back over east. And once I got to the suite, it was over. It was the levels were increasing because that was my class level. Well, I'm taking classes everywhere. I'm taking classes this and that. Learning, and then everything else has just been evolution from there. I took classes, and now I'm into products now.
Yes, sir.
And I remember it's crazy. Another shout out to Trib. I'll tell you the first nigga to ever have a professional camera in Baltimore. In Baltimore, it's fucking Trib.
I still don't have one. Well, no. Let me rephrase. I still don't use one.
I'm just telling you,
I got one.
Best thing in the world.
I got one.
I got
at my station. I just rather just click real quick.
And I'm like, you know, it's crazy thing. I'm like that too. I like my phone because people don't know our phone give better pictures.
Yeah,
It's more accessible.
It's more accessible
and it's so much quicker.
But I made my setup around how everything is very easy to.
No, he got a hell of a setup.
Light and all that.
He got a
Yeah,
hell
I
of a
got
setup.
I
Hell of a setup.
My setup.
If you don't follow his page, he got a hell of a setup.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
But Trib, I'm telling you, he was the first nigga with a camera. I'm telling you, get that camera. It's just the reason I got a camera because I looked at it like this. When everyone saw my work, it was going to. Let's say we had a cell phone camera. Your cell phone camera, your cut's 10 times better than mine, right? My cell phone shit gonna look so clear. You're gonna look like, God damn, I need to try them out. So it was almost to the point. It was a marketing tool for me to be able to get more clients.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit, man, that's the camera. And now I'm even more developed into camera. I do a lot of my own content.
Cameras are like your clippers and shit. It's in your calling code.
Yeah, and mine is literally right there behind.
I'm telling you, man, you pick that shit.
I just don't like
once you get
into
into it, and then you start, like I said,
maybe I need to come sit in your suite.
Yo, I'm telling you, once
you working them all, right?
Yeah,
I'm off. Maybe
come on,
I'll
yo, listen, I
listen,
ain't gonna lie. I actually would love for you to pop up tomorrow, man. I tell people all the time, pop up in my shop. I'm always there. So, but I'm telling you, it's really easy, yo. Crazy thing is, you said how I always do my content, yo. I left it in my car. I would have had it here.
Yeah.
I got my iPad. My iPad's with me every day. I got a Pro. I'm editing stuff on the run. I could be in my car. Cause I had to stop somewhere. I pop my iPad up.
Yo, it's so much easier editing on an iPad than it is this fucking computer. Yeah. I don't know why.
I can do it on the computer. Like I have a whole setup. Like this is my office and shit. I'm actually editing 2 videos.
You got an office and shit? I ain't that professional.
I was editing 2 videos right there. But my set, this is like partially.
See, you record. That's why I bought the wall shit, but I never put it up because I know I got.
Yeah, you just poke holes in my wall for no fucking reason.
No,
there's holes all in the fucking.
That's because of the shelf. That's the shelf I was trying.
But I'm telling you, man, get into that. Yo, the camera. It's just. I mean, you don't have to. People don't have to. Because listen, you're a great barber without it. Both of y'all. I'm telling you, yo. And also, I will say, it is a passion of mine. Passion is like taking a good picture. I tell niggas I would never be a photographer. You would never catch me up there doing it, but I just
I love working his best form.
But you know what though? That's where things differ.
That's lit.
So I gotta sit
look at that shit.
But I got 2 cameras.
2 of them? What other one?
This mother.
They got 2 cameras.
Yeah, I told you his setup mean. Yeah.
Here we go. This is the picture when I put it up.
That's tough.
That's dope, bro.
That one right there. That's my new one.
But see, like, this is where I always say things
That's
like
tough.
Because stuff like that,
That
I would
view is
never
tough.
think to do.
That view on is tough. He got that shit right.
Yeah, stuff like that, I would never think to do.
Do you use Explorer page?
Who?
Do you go on Explorer page?
To do what?
You don't go in there.
Not really.
You just do it.
Whatever's on.
He
like,
said, "Just do it."
This is my extent of the Explore page, right? Open up Instagram. Where the fuck is the Explore page? How do you get
the
to
search?
it?
The search
thing. Go over there.
This is it, and then I go. I look at the front page, and whatever's on the front page, then I'm like, all right, cheeks, haircut, that's nice. Like real quick, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
I don't scroll much on social media no more.
If you need to scroll, go on Explore page. It's going to. It just makes your brain just keep going. Like my brain, like when I'm sitting in the house, I'm like, fuck, I need to think of something. I go on Explore page, and it's crazy. You're saying it's cheeks on and shit, and we all like ass pictures. I actually don't like them on purpose.
I like them on purpose.
Because
I'm hearing the I don't care about haircuts all day.
It tracks.
It's not because it tracks. So my Explore page, like I said, I use it for motivation to find new things. If I did like those all the time, it would fill my Explore page up with that.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like them. I would love to hit it, but I don't like it because I want when I go in there, like I use it for motivation. Like my shit.
You know what way I combat that though? My podcast page. All I follow is ass on it. It's a few regular folks on it, but I mean, it's mostly ass.
I got, I'm into sports and grilling. You're gonna see haircuts, sports, and grilling. All that. That's all you're gonna see is haircuts, sports, and grilling. That's all. So it comes with different ideas and angles. And fucking what's the name that set up? I got it from Silk. I called Silk up. I said, "Yo, listen, I've been to his suite," and that's what I'm saying. It's good building a relationship with people that you can call them up in a second. Like, hey, Silk, and
that's the purpose. That was like one of the original purposes of this show.
People don't know, and I'm saying those older guys I told you about. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Those guys weren't as friendly as we are.
Yeah,
they more closed in.
Older bucks, you see that nigga.
I think
he don't want to give no game.
I think it was more of a competition back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame people. I don't blame them how they act. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to tell you something like this. Man, I got a story. I got a quick story, man. I'll never forget. I'm not gonna say the guy's name because nothing wrong with the guy, but I remember when the airbrush. I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I never get it. It literally was only like 5 people with the airbrush in Baltimore. They knew how to do it. Yeah. Might be less than. I'm talking about when I first got
that shit was very rare.
Very rare. So I'm asking guys. I'm kind of connected with some of the guys. Nobody was giving me the answers. They're like,
they trying.
They hit me with the what's name, and I'm like,
mumble talk.
Man, I'm talking about. Listen, I'm running around. I remember buying the airbrush. Said, fuck, I'm gonna buy it. Nigga couldn't get it done. Nigga,
I bought like 4 of them bitches.
Yeah, couldn't learn how to work.
I just started to get it right.
I put the shit back. I was about to take it back. Yo, I got a fucking mysterious call. Nigga hit me with the so you want to learn how to use the airbrush? I'm like,
who the fuck is
nigga.
Like a legend.
Swear to God. And this now me and Trav, we locked in together. Like we camera locked in and we airbrush locked. We want to learn that shit. I hit Trav. I said, yo, I asked him how much you want. He was like, yo, just come by, blank, blank, blank. I said, all right. I don't know if you know, he only posts no cuts. Boy is a badass man with them clips in his hand.
True.
We called him Big B. Brian Newman. Yo, I'm talking about.
I don't know no barbers for real, yo. I know very few barbers.
When I say was
here anyway.
I don't know if he's still cutting. I think he is. I'm talking about a badass man with them clippers in his hand. Mm-hmm. Man, we went at love. Came there, showed us how to use it. It's over since then. We know how to use it. It's the easiest shit in the world.
I was gonna ask about enhancements and how everybody felt about them, but I feel like you already answered it. Yep. Because if you look up the word enhance, I don't know the direct definition, but it typically means make better, make pop, make certain things like, the contrast of the haircut pop out more, of anything pop out more when you enhance stuff. That's why you got filters and shit. Mm-hmm. Now, there's always a big ass debate. It's always that no enhancements. Fuck you.
Yep. That's the definition.
Nigga, I'm a genius. Get that out of my face. I already got it right.
Further improve quality.
Yeah, but they improve the quality of the haircuts. Like, people always try to, a lot of barbers on social media do that
crying.
Shit. No enhancements. Are you using enhancements? Shut the fuck up. People like it.
They like it.
Yeah, you gotta.
And people pay for it.
You go with whoever people like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then go what you want to do. If you're a barber that says, you know what, I won't do no enhancements.
Do that. That's
what you want to do. That's what you do. But you shouldn't shit on somebody who wants to do enhancements.
Exactly.
And if you're a barber who does enhancements,
you should shit on somebody that don't.
It usually doesn't work like that way. But usually if you're a barber that does enhancements, you shouldn't be like shit on somebody else. I don't care. It's their way.
Either way, I'm gonna get paid. Because I tell them all the time. Because with Chris, like I hired a new barber, a female barber, and seeing her growth is validation as well. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't care if she does enhancements or not. I suggested that she do it. I never suggested that Chris do it, I don't think. Because I tell them both that you got to develop your own style. Yep. Just like, realistically, what is like? Realistically, we do on a day-to-day basis in a week, really like what, 4, 5, 6 different haircuts? Yep. We legit do the same shit all day. Fade, regular, fade, mohawk, fade, temp. Mohawk fade, like all day. That's how the shit go. We do the same shit all day. So it's like when you're looking at the same things all day, you got to find a way to make these things better. Yep. Not only do we recognize that, but the clients recognize that as well. And it's like, oh, you put the extra sauce on it.
Like, damn, I should have extra crispy.
I mean, so like judging people for whether they use enhancement. I hate that. I hate saying that shit on social media. That shit is disgusting. We are barbers. This is art.
Judging is disgusting. Period.
See what I said, Chris? I try. That's why I tell you not to send me that shit. Like I don't. Just be honest. He DMs me some of the most fucked up haircuts, and I'm like, maybe the client liked it. Like I be trying to say that shit. I be trying my best not to judge people no more because I don't care to judge them no more. Like
so it's. But I mean, I definitely believe that is a monetary value. My motto is that if I had one, I don't do shit for free. So I'm going to charge you for whatever.
Time is money.
Time is money. I don't do shit for free. So if I do enhancements, I'm going to make money off of it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Everything I do is calculated to make money. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Mhm.
But I do enhancement. Man, I'm 100% sure over 90% of the cuts you see in my page is enhancement. And I don't even
Me
do
too.
enhancement. I'm not going to give you
90, yeah.
I'm going to give you the best looking haircut I fucking got to put on Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give you this haircut. I mean, I learned this a long time ago. Todd told me, he's like, yo, listen, everybody don't got a picture-worthy haircut.
Yeah, they don't.
You can give them the sharpest haircut they ever had, and then you're their favorite barber, but it just ain't the one you put on that.
Do y'all have favorites, like types of
Yes.
haircuts or whatever things y'all
Or
like?
clients. Yes, I do.
Favorite types of hair?
Yeah.
Like say like, all right, you know how some, might focus on design. Some might focus on, the line or something.
say
Do y'all
perfect-
have any type of like say your favorite things? Like it can be trendy.
I like
Because like you can just like,
You like
I know
organized
for
design?
I
me
like designing.
me personally, I don't. Do you have one?
I'm trying to get it right. You saying the favorite thing I like
Because
to do?
because I don't see you doing a lot of design. So
I
like,
don't do designs. I mean, I do beards.
yeah,
I think you're really geared to what you see.
yeah,
That's crazy. I thought everybody did beards until I be saying, "Motherfucker, y'all do beards."
that shit
Like,
crazy.
Sculpting, yes, that's
sculpt, like,
Yo,
shit.
sculpting the beard is
meticulous.
I specialize. That's my
yeah.
brother. I specialize in beard. And I remember the nigga in barber school. You weren't there when he was there. It was D. Because I know you weren't. I just got there.
Mm.
D used to tell me, man. D was the best teacher I ever had in my life. And he used to tell you, he ain't playing no games with you. You coming there rookie or not, I'm fucking first day in barber school. D, like, fuck, what are you doing, yo? Cut the hair.
Yo, my
What
first
are you doing?
haircut in Boston was horrible.
Nigga D told me, he looked at me one day. He said, yo, you got a beard, yo. Ain't no way you gonna have a nigga. If you got a beard, you better make sure everybody's beard look good.
Look good as yours.
So that day, I was like, I'm the beard. I can get a beard right. I don't even use clippers on beards. I use fucking razor.
For real?
I learned that shit a long time ago.
How time consuming is that?
It's faster than using a pair of clippers.
Hold up. We
What?
talking about the top line, right? Not the sculpting.
Oh yeah, I ain't fucking sculpting.
All right, cool.
I was like,
Damn. All right, now I got
That's a bad man.
Because one
Oh,
on I did the same.
Midas got the Midas touch.
Yeah,
That shit right there.
That's why I had to clarify.
Yeah,
that.
no, that shit.
'Cause I started
that shit
doing
would
that.
drag on somebody's face and shit.
Yeah.
Take that
I
shit.
do top line with razor. I actually learned that years ago, man. Where it's like it was quicker and it's more precise because if you look at your razor as a single blade, as your clippers are blades that blades
Two
with teeth
blades.
that keeps going faster and faster. So if you put it on somebody's face, it's going to break. It's usually majority time. Like somebody with me, with my type of beard, you wouldn't bring the beard down. If you were soft enough with it, you can get it. But if you have a beard like his, I know what kind of texture it is. I ain't gonna lie, I look at all your beard textures. No, his. I wouldn't. Yours is more complete. No offense.
Oh no, if mine was though, it was.
No,
I
not
don't
saying
know
it's
what's going on.
not complete.
Yeah.
It's just that you had no like your beard has a like his is full. I could put clippers on here and it wouldn't drop any line.
Mhm.
His the same way because he wears his right here. Yours has not that it has gaps. It's just like slighter.
Softer.
No, he has more thinner beard than ours. So if you hit it with that clippers,
It don't take
one
so much
mistake,
off.
that corner, that's going to take it down here. You're going to be all the way down here.
I'll be extra careful on his top line.
That razor though,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. You gonna 100%
He'll
every
say it.
fucking time.
But can I tell you? See, I'm one of those people that I know certain things are more efficient, but for some reason I don't like doing it, right.
Like
The
what?
reason why I don't use razor on my top lines, like to really do the whole top lines, because I gotta use shaving gel
You shaving gel?
to do that.
Mm,
It's
You do a
messy.
dry.
I don't want to do it.
I do it dry, 100% dry. But I will say this though, it's dry, but it just I do a beard wash with every client.
Okay, so yeah, there's
a standard beard wash, but their
yeah.
face is dry. I can do it dry because I learned if you're doing it dry, everything has to be a short stroke, and you have to really hold the skin. So if you're
You gotta
doing
stretch the fuck
If
out.
you're doing it, if you would like, let's say if this is my hair, I'm hair right here, and that was the line right here, you would literally have to be right here. So you would be really close with it.
short,
Because if you're not, it won't. What's the name?
Yeah, because
But yeah, the shaving gel will.
and cut.
Shaving gel will. You right. Sometimes you gotta use it, but I used to do. What do you shaving gel use?
Elegance right now.
Elegance. I
Yeah.
think they stopped making that shit.
I think they
I bought
stopped.
some a long time ago.
I think they
they're
stopped.
done. I think
And I use so little shaving gel that
Yeah.
I got one that I haven't opened yet. It's probably going to last me till next year.
Yeah, oh yeah, like because what I used to do, I used to get the bottle, put it on the back of my hand, and all I needed was to touch right here. So I'll do that sometimes. Like sometimes it depends like the mood, like on the skin. Like some certain clients, they got tougher skin. So dot it real quick, hit that shit. But
5 seconds probably.
5 seconds.
Wham.
What do you specialize in?
Fades. That's a
Fades,
fade
yeah.
monster.
Yo,
I see him.
right
I
now,
hate
yo,
those.
that's all I give a fuck about.
Spades.
That blend.
Detail.
Yo,
Mhm.
if like the one I posted today, like, cause the fade that I did, I wasn't done. I probably cut for another 10 minutes after what was posted today.
That shit was
Because
crazy.
like,
The little boy.
yeah, and I tell people like, cause y'all see the work out here. Looking at that fade where I was at, and I'm still nitpicking shit. I'm still nitpicking shit. Like people, the average barber would stop fading at that point.
Mhm.
The average barber would think they done at that point. Nah, nigga.
Say it in your caption.
The thing that separates us is the things that we do and the fuck they don't.
Thanks.
The money in the details, nigga. I got
I was about to
t-shirts.
say that.
Feel free to go to Cusby. Hello. Feel
What's
free to
up?
go to CusByKB.com. Get your money is in the details. T-shirts. Guess what? I got one right here. Hold one of them shits up, cuz I can't reach you.
Money is in the
The
detail.
money is in the details all day, every day, and that's what
I should
that's
put
me.
mine on. I was gonna put it on, but mine's in the closet.
Yeah, money is in
What?
the
How long
details.
does it take me to cut hair? Exact time. I always ask barbers that because barbers like the exact.
It depends.
I know you're gonna tell me the truth. Barbers tell you the truth in person. They lie to you.
Honestly,
They
I
lie
had
to
a
you on
moment
social media.
today where I felt like I was at my old, like my starting point where it was get them in, get them up. I could hit the day I did 2 people, 50 minutes. So
Two?
average like 25 minutes. If
I wish I could be
yeah, because here's the thing, like you said, certain shit ain't free. So if they ain't paying for a shampoo, I ain't doing it.
Oh, so this is haircut, shape up, beard, everything.
Mhm.
That's 25 minutes.
Mhm.
I need to come. I'll probably come here and come watch you one day because I swear a haircut for me, my booking site is booked as an hour because all my haircuts come with a wash. That's why the price is
Of course.
Mhm.
right. And then a temporary, that's called my standard beard wash, not my extensive beard wash.
Mhm.
Standard beard wash. So you said that plus a haircut, and then like I said, I got it. If the detail, you say your phase, the detail had to come in my beard. So I got to sit there.
Yeah, everybody got their
It's
thing.
an hour.
That shit dope.
It's an hour.
But that's good timing though.
It is.
If you washing and all that.
I just want to know everybody. I always like to know people's timing.
I think
Really? I never thought to ask people that.
I-
But he say I cut real fast, and I be
I-
like,
yeah.
whatever.
I ask everybody.
I just figured out a new fade technique too.
So you
You
go. You got a
did?
technique.
You gonna show me that?
Yo, I've been working on this shit for like the last week.
It's like structuring it. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see.
I caught myself doing a fade. I said, hold up. I think I'm skipping steps in my process. And they like, what you talking about? I've been doing a new fade, nigga. Like this is it, yo. And it's funny. Then when I tell you always develop certain techniques, I don't even know where this shit came from. I just say, you know what? I'm getting tired of spinning niggas around so much. Because I'm one of those, I'm one of those barbers that I'll keep you spinning. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Like the original question where we started this part was, what was the break in your career where you felt like this is the direction to go? Mine was I took a class. Like you networked within the city, within our area. I'm really proud of the social media, nigga. I drove all the way up to New York to take iCut Pro class.
Yeah, I know you took iCut Pro.
Yeah, and
Real quick.
yeah, and
Real quick. I mean, I took his first ever fucking class, yo.
for real,
First ever class, him and Morano when they was in DC.
for real.
When they were in DC, when they were working together, when they were working together,
Yeah, because when I went, he had just
he just
right
got
after
New
he
York.
get the New
When they was in
York.
DC, I took his first. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Called him up. Me and Trav, we like, yo, we want to come down there. He didn't have a price. We said how much? $600 each. It was me, Trav, and Mike. We go down there.
He said 600 each.
It was like $600 each. He
That's
taught
what's
us.
up, yo.
He taught us everything. Yeah, I know the price. I know the price we charged. We was there for 7 hours.
Damn.
He wasn't doing classes yet. So he go to the class. After we left, right, he was like, "Oh yeah, man, look, me and Morano doing the class next week. Yo, y'all can come." It was a $150 class. He said, "Y'all can come for free." Sheesh. So we went to his class, $600 each.
With
The next, that was just him in there. Next week we come down there for that class. That's because he wouldn't sell us the shit that was in there because he had a bunch of. That's when Zephyr wasn't even had a name on it yet or whatever he uses, Miracle Serum.
Yeah,
no
his
name
Miracle
on it yet.
Serum.
We was like, let's look at that. That's all we technically wanted. We didn't want to come back to the
You
class.
just want the serum.
We
Yeah.
wanted shit, but he was like, man, look, I can't let that get out then, this and that. So we was like, all right, cool, we'll come down. We went down the next day. But yeah, you definitely. I seen you link up with Todd.
I
Good
wish
people.
I could have linked up with him when you did.
Right.
Yeah, price. Boy, I know that. Boy, that price.
Nigga, he and me bust me in here for a stack.
That
What? Then me being me, nigga, I'm not driving to New York twice in one day.
Thanks.
I gotta book a room.
I would be the same way.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
not
be
taking
the
that.
same
And then the fucked up thing about it, I was like 45 minutes away from my destination for 3 hours. I was so fucked up and lost in this bitch in New York. Nigga, I took the wrong turn. I ended up back in Jersey. I had to
Damn,
fucking
you
pay
lost
another
out that
I had to pay another $15 toll to get back to New York. Yo, I was so stressed out that day riding up there, nigga. First thing I did, I pulled in the hotel. I said, "Oh my god, look, Applebee's, bitch. I'm checking in. I'm going to get drinks." I was so stressed out, but it was $1,000 class, and I was there for like 12 hours, and I'm not staying another night. So when I woke up, went to class, was there 10, 12 hours. I drove back home. I was so inspired, and I opened the shop the next day. I'll never work Monday.
Next day.
I'll never work Monday.
I know that feeling talking about shit.
You get that new information, and
Fuck it, you
gotta
want to
apply
right
now.
That's like my first time going to the DC Expo. Nigga, I don't ever work Mondays. I'm in here all day, walk-ins.
If you don't feel like that you want to do that right away, then that shit was nothing for you.
Yeah, but like I learned so much in that class, and it's like, and given like how you detail the services that you offer within your head, I know how to do all this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to.
If you went to that class, and which I know you went to that class, you know how to do it.
But the thing for me is, I don't want to.
You don't like doing services?
Some I like doing color. Mm-hmm. Color is probably the only service that I enjoy.
I want to do everything.
I don't want to rub on people's faces and all that shit. I'm not picking out bumps. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I
want to do all that.
I want to play in your head. Like, just keep it here.
That's my second thing. I like services. Like I'm more. I like the service. It means more money in it. It definitely more. It's more money if you do it right.
Mm-hmm.
You charge the right price and the right time. And like when I went to my new scheduling, I made sure I mapped everything out. You know, a haircut. I say is an hour. It's $50. So I had to break it down. I had to break it down so if you want to get a service, it's gonna have to be. It'll probably take me, even if it takes me 15 minutes, it's gonna have to be nothing less than $30 because I need to count that 15 minutes is going to my next 30.
How many clients you see a day? Sorry.
I don't know. It's just that I come at 8. So I start at 9 o'clock. I'm booked from 9 to 7, but I take after hours before hours.
See, I'm not that kind of Bob.
What time you come in?
Yeah, I ain't coming to this bitch 9 o'clock.
They come in at 11.
Come at 11?
Yeah.
I'm every day. I get in the shop. I have to get in the shop at 8 o'clock. I have to get my mind ready. I have to sit down.
Prep yourself.
I eat my breakfast at the shop, and then
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. And then anything I charge, I have after hours and before hours. That's anything before 8 o'clock, and that's anything after 7 o'clock. You won't catch me in the shop at 7 o'clock. You have to pay me a large. You have to pay me a large sum of money.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm not doing that. I'm not an early morning
guy. For real?
I'm not. And here's the fucked up part about me not being an early morning guy. Nigga, I'm up.
You up?
I'm up.
What time you get up?
Depends on the week. Some days I don't make it to 7. I can go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning to be up at 6:55.
See, and that's what I'm
not. I sleep like 3 to 4 hours, maybe.
I'm not that guy. With the reverse, I can work late. I do 12-hour shifts on a regular.
Yeah, I do.
But I can't go to sleep late and wake up early.
I do.
Damn. So
I'm not a sleeper. Nigga. Was it the last episode or the one before that, nigga? I slept like 82 minutes.
For real, that's wild.
Yo, Jesus, it was a day. Matter of fact, it was last week's episode actually because I didn't go to sleep until about 6:30, maybe. I woke up at like 8:17. That is me. And for some, it was that was on a Wednesday, the day where I have to get up. I have to work I gotta take my daughter to daycare. I gotta work all day. I gotta do the podcast. We've been trying to do this shit on Wednesdays every week now. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna be up all fucking day, and I had 80 something, not even 94 minutes of sleep.
Crazy.
And today it's the same shit. Like I went to sleep at like 5:30, and I was back up at like 7:45. I managed to doze off again until like 8:16, and then I'm in the shower and I'm getting ready for my day.
Man,
that is my. I probably
5 o'clock. I'm taking my morning piss.
Yeah, if it's 24 hours in a day, I probably sleep 24 hours in a week.
That's crazy.
I don't. I'm always up.
I love sleep. Everybody knows me with my one thing. I love sleep.
And I hate you for it. I hate everybody that can sleep. Like y'all make me sick. I want to go sleep so bad.
Actually, when I was at the old shop, I didn't go out on Fridays. I used to work on Sundays. I didn't go. My rule was to this day I don't go out on Fridays
at all.
It's because I'll be working. Majority of times I'm at work 8 o'clock.
I don't go out at all.
I don't. And when I say go out, like I'm trying to be in the bed. I'm in the bed
by 10:30.
Yeah, I'm
to
wild.
10:30. Now I might not go to sleep till 11. But if I got to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going by 11.
See, you know how happy I would be to go to sleep at 11 o'clock. I'm probably gonna be up at like 4, but if I could go to sleep at 11 o'clock, the only way I'm gonna go to sleep at 11 o'clock is if I start smoking a shitload of weed around 6 o'clock. I need about 3-4 blunts for me to go to sleep at 11. That shit don't work. I drank a whole bottle of that shit one night. It didn't work.
My son is 9. My wife probably like 10:30, and I'm usually following behind her. I can't. I'm not.
Yo,
like unless only way I can stay up late is if I got a project. And I always got a project. If I got a project, like when new products come in, I want to take pictures and shit. Then I'm in it, or I'm working on the video, working on the video or something like that. That's the shit.
I don't honestly. I don't think I'm doing this shit subconsciously no more. I'm a workaholic. Mm-hmm. If I'm not actually working, I'm researching working or not working because I want to invest in shit to make me money, so I don't have to do this shit. I'm still gonna work. Mm-hmm. Like, my life is legit working home. Mm-hmm. I go to work, I go home. I'm gonna start going to the gym now. I tried last night, but she got derailed.
I say this. I say this for anybody, especially say for you. I want you to start. Sound like a fucking therapist.
Get some sleep.
I want not even sleep. I just want you to start. I tell this to anybody. I'm not just singling you out. I want you to start enjoying life. Not that you don't enjoy life.
Yes.
No. Hold on. Let me say no. Hold on.
You don't know.
No. Keep on.
No. It's not saying you don't enjoy life because I'm the same way. But I want you to start finding something out of this. And I got this from Trav. You gotta find something outside of this shit. How old are you?
34.
I'm 33. I just turned 33. My body is killing me. I'm bigger than you. But my body's killing me. I'm starting June 1st. I'm only working 3 days a week. Starting June 1st for the rest of my life, you only catch me in the barber. Unless you pay me $150, I will only be in that bitch 3 days a week.
See, here's the thing.
Hold on. I want you to just find something. I don't know what the fuck.
Go fishing.
I don't give a fuck. Go fishing.
That sounds like some 2025 shit. Because you talking to I just stopped working 6 days a week.
I was right with him.
Like,
he was
I'm not even going to say when the new year changed because I was still in this bitch 6 days a week up until like
he just took Thursdays.
What off. I've managed to maybe 3 Thursdays off, like consecutively. Mm-hmm. And honestly, but just to enjoy life for me, is I want money all the time. I want to make money every single day.
Yeah, but I say that like I'm grinding out right now into June 1st. I'm doing fucking work. I just did 15 hours.
Running the same.
I just did 15 hours. Was it Sunday? It was Friday or whatever. I did 15 hours and 3 other days in that week. I'm running it up to June 1st. I'm 3 days a week when June 1st comes. And that's what I'm saying. You run it up for a reason.
Yeah.
You can't.
Only 3 days of work.
Yeah.
I'll lose my shit.
You probably will, but you won't.
Yes, I will.
I'm doing 3 days a week. I mean, my shit's kind of. I planned it out. So my 3 days a week is going to consist of the 3 days of work, and it's consistent work. It's 8 o'clock in the morning to 8:30 at night. That's regular schedule.
36 hours. 36 hours.
I'm off. I'm working Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm off Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. On those days, I'll be able to go to shops now. I'll be able to push my products now. I'll be able to do that shit and do what I want to do. And then I built up my system I did where I released my schedule. Mm-hmm.
That's dope too. I like that.
Man, listen, man. I wish I could listen that.
But I'm trying to figure out a reason to not come to work tomorrow.
You got to work tomorrow? Don't.
But I don't have shit else to do. I got to go to the leg people. and then it's like,
come on my shop. I'm at work. I
get off tomorrow.
There we go.
I got physical therapy tomorrow in the morning. But other than that,
I don't want to go there.
Where you got to go at? Where you got to go at?
Metro.
Where's that at?
That's off of Bel Air Road.
Okay.
What is shop?
I'm out there,
10:30.
Shit.
And I don't have shit else to do like 5.
Go to his shop, Corey. I'm trying to pull up too. Let me see my schedule.
All right, we can go.
Because
Because my off days, honestly, the only day of the week I'm cool being off is Monday.
So Mondays, you like yeah.
Because I don't know why it's like a sacred barber day or some shit. Like I don't know why.
I also want to say it too. Those 3 days I'm off. It's not just I'm not sitting in the house. I'm working.
Yeah,
I'm not doing the physical work of being in the shop,
cutting, standing.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
One of my goals for this year was to exercise the leverage. That's why I like honestly, as much as I try to find reasons to not come to work and I try to justify it and say, nigga, you don't have to. Because like
You greedy.
no, I'm not greedy. I'm competitive.
Yeah, you want.
I don't want to make the most money, honestly. I just don't like when I feel like people outdo me. I'm extremely competitive and I won't even say nothing. That's how like I always tell
like Michael Jordan.
So it's not.
Yes, I told you last week.
It's not the money for you.
No,
it's not the money for you.
I just want to feel like I'm being great as much as possible, and to do that, you got to do what your best at as much as possible.
It's the money for me.
It's really I don't know how much money I made today.
Ain't even counting yet.
I didn't even look at it. It's not about the money for me no more. Like I thoroughly enjoy just working. I don't even know. I mean, I like transforming ugly people. That shit is beautiful to me. People be coming here looking fucked up.
And 3 months.
And then 27 minutes later, oh nigga, you gonna get some ass tonight.
Yeah, you having fun.
That shit is beautiful to me. I'm gonna look like Frederick Douglass because I don't plan on cutting my head again for a little while. I don't know why. But like I'm extremely competitive. I don't like feeling like I'm being outdone. You can make as much money as you want to. I don't care if you make 10,000 a day.
You just don't want to be.
But you're not going to put out more effort than I am. And one story I'll tell you how bad it is. I think I went to the gym. This is when I was, regular old me with 2 legs and shit. I got on. I'm not a treadmill guy. I always like get on an elliptical. Get on an elliptical. I specifically chose this elliptical because this lady with this fat ass was on the one next to her, so I wanted to go next to her. Put my music on, and I get to go. I glance over. I look at her calorie count. I'm like, damn, she's like 12 minutes in, and she only burned like, I don't know, a little bit of calories. I'm thinking to myself, if I go at a certain pace, I can catch this bitch. So at like, I don't know, maybe 17 minutes on the treadmill there, I looked over at her shit, and I was like 7 calories over her. Nigga, I cut that bitch off and walked off.
It's a competition to you.
Yeah, I'm extremely competitive. And
so what is the goal for you? If you're saying that it's a competition, what is the end goal for you? Because
I was supposed to ask you that. Y'all niggas just took over my show. I was supposed to ask you that. This turned into a make me cry fest.
What is your end goal? Because you're saying that you're competitive, and what you are, because the story. But what is the goal that says, like you said, you walked away. I fucking beat this bitch at a calorie count.
And she has no idea. She just got her ass kicked. That's how I walk. So what is the goal? What are you trying to beat? What are you trying to beat to be like, yeah, I'm done? Well, see, that was a couple years ago. Right now, honestly, I feel like I'm competing with my old. If I'm being completely honest and candid, I feel like I'm competing with my old self, but I don't really know no more. Like I feel for the last 2 years straight, like I felt like I was trying my best to get back to who the fuck I was when I felt like I was riding high. And now it's like, honestly, I don't really know no more.
Did you beat that person?
I don't know.
I think you have. You got way better than what she was.
But the thing is, you can know it. He's not about his competitiveness. Isn't what we think. It's what he thinks.
Yeah.
It'll always be. He'll have to determine. No one else can tell him, hey, you did better than what you have. It doesn't matter. He has to feel it. So I don't feel like, no offense, I don't feel like you beat that in your head. Because if you felt like you beat it, you would know, and you'd be able to tell me, yeah, I fucking beat that nigga.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You can't say
confidence.
Yeah, I can't say it. Because you just said how you beat that lady with the calories. You can't tell me you beat yourself from, even though we can all look at you like, boy, you 10 times better because you elevated. You did this. You went stronger because you had your leg. But yourself, I feel as though you didn't beat that shit yet.
That's deep.
I'm never satisfied.
You're not.
And honestly, I'm extremely stubborn. And I always tell people like this shit is almost like a disease for me because, like I said, I don't sleep that much.
It can be disease. That's
it's a disease.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm convinced.
I don't think you'll get burned out disease, but I'm telling you, man, you gotta get some fucking
but there ain't no money being made.
And I feel you, and that's why I tell my wife always tells me.
That's what my stock, you got to my
too.
stocks. Yeah, I'm good with them, but I've been fucking up.
My wife always tells me like you always feel like you always look at you don't miss work because you always look at miss money. My favorite word is
that's what it is.
It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. FOMO.
Yeah, fear of missing out, and that's the thing. A lot of people have that.
False, nigga. Fear of failure.
Whatever. False.
FOF. Fear of,
nigga. Fear of failing.
I'm pretty well versed in English, nigga. FO. Fear of false.
Fast.
But
Don't
yeah,
eat there.
the money issue definitely. That's why this 3 days a week. I'm wanting to do this forever. And you know my day was, yo, it was 2 months. No, it was a month and a half ago. I literally came home on a Wednesday. Tuesday, I'll be tired of shit for some reason. That's my first day coming back to work from.
Yeah, Tuesday is one of my most painful days.
There you go. You know why?
I'm off.
You was off Monday and come back around. So Tuesday, that's my Tuesday. So I'm used to being tired on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
But Wednesday, I usually actually have energy because I'm like, fuck it, I'm used to it now. I got off Wednesday
Still hurt.
and I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up from my seat when I got home. You know what I'm saying? I literally called my homeboy up. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm doing 3 days a week anymore. I'm not doing this shit no more. That's for real. He was like, yeah, and I just said, fuck it. Also because that schedule shit I built, man, that's one of my babies too. I thought of that.
That shit is dope.
Man,
I
listen.
almost wanted to book an appointment just to see how the process
Yo, that
works.
shit
I ain't gonna lie to you.
it was on quarantine. I'm like, man, people always book shoes. You know, they try to get shoes and shit. So what I do, I only release my schedule once a month. It's always the second to last Sunday of the month at 8 p.m. So everything's closed off. When I release my schedule 8 o'clock, all my appointments for the month go within the first 15 minutes.
Damn.
I love seeing that shit.
I have 100 people booked in the first 15 minutes, and it's gone. So it's to the point where people want to get in. You're
like
not
bidding. They bidding on it. Like
basically, so it's people that go without. So it made it work with after hours. So now let's say you've been getting your hair cut for a minute. You want to get in, and you a lot of motherfuckers be late. These motherfuckers, I keep telling them, 8 o'clock on the dot. You be on there. Motherfucker going at 9 o'clock. And they be like, yo, I couldn't get the time. I couldn't get nothing. I'll be like, yeah. So,
this is beautiful. This is my next question.
It makes them have to resort to getting after hours or before hours, which I charge $100 for. So it was like a marketing scheme. And I ain't gonna lie, the first time I did that shit, yo, that shit felt so fucking good. I remember because like I got a button. I set the schedule if I need days, if I need certain times off, like, all right, this off. And then I got a button I hit on my phone at 8 o'clock exactly. And it opens my whole schedule up. I lie to you not. If I posted one time on my Instagram, my fucking iPad, in 15 minutes, I can go through it. It was over 100 appointments booked in 15 minutes. And it's like that every fucking month. It just, and it created a buzz because now everybody, like, my thinking was, if you got an appointment and you finally got it, people were going to shout you out, like, I finally got an appointment with this nigga. And when they do it,
now you got more motherfuckers trying to get your barber, dummy.
They're gonna see it and they're gonna look and they're gonna be like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga nice putting this shit out here like he booking. You can't get in there and they're gonna want to try it. I want to see how good this motherfucker really is.
Let me say blue match.
And
that's how that shit works.
That was what I did for it.
I didn't.
That's genius.
Yeah, that is. That's
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was bad. I tell everybody. I tell anybody that has. Remember you talking about earlier? You talking about what were we saying when we first started? Accessibility.
Yeah.
Anybody's booked. Looking to try a variation of that because it's making your core group fight for something, and they're gonna fight for it. They're gonna do it. You really said. I mean,
I low key love that shit. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Because when I get a phone, I couldn't get an appointment. I'm like. I laughed at that shit. Like you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
If you could get an appointment that easy, motherfucker, you wouldn't want one from me.
Yeah.
And don't nobody want what nobody else want, motherfucker. Like if you could get an appointment, if it was that easy to get in my chair, you wouldn't want to be in it.
Exactly.
Nobody want accessibility.
You have to do that shit. It makes me accountable too. Motherfuckers. My old schedule was like a regular schedule, I used Stousy, which let people book out for my schedule's open. You can go book right now. We're in February. You can go book in December of next year. And people were doing it. They were clouding up my schedule.
That shit is kind of stressful.
And that is stressful because you don't know what the fuck you're doing in December.
I have no clue.
So if somebody goes out there and people were just going out that far to book in because it was still hard to get to me then. So they was like, fuck it. I can't get to them in these next month or something. I'm gonna go seal something down there. And y'all motherfuckers don't even know if you want it. So it's kind of, I did it as a retaliation for motherfuckers doing that.
It's because my clients are like,
they selfish as a motherfucker.
They like it's like a fucking mosh pit or some shit.
I'm
like
gonna just book 17 in a row.
I hate that shit. Like it's fucking me up. Like I want to go on vacations. My wife would be like, hey, what are you doing 6 months from now this day? I'm working. I'm booked up all day long.
Yeah, like one of the things I did though for me, like, because I'm very emotionally unstable. Honestly, like my anxiety be fucked up sometimes, and I I guess over the last 6 months, I started to really focus on, I don't know, I guess my mental health and
Very important.
things that
Hallelujah.
I felt like was causing me stress. And I had a 90-day limit on mine, and being booked for 90 days was stressing me the fuck out.
3
And
months.
I probably wasn't even booked the whole 90 days, but I'm booked the 2.
7 in.
And I'm booked, I'm booked the first two months, and every other time I turn around, ding, ding,
Life, your life
Ding.
here. Your life here.
You don't know
ding.
what the fuck you doing.
It's fucking, what is this month? February, motherfucker. We opening in June up, bitch.
I got a life.
Like,
to
I
live.
got so frustrated with that shit. I dropped it down from 90 to 30. And then it felt beautiful because my phone, it couldn't go off no more. like
Hallelujah.
never mind me turned off my notifications.
stress.
Yeah, never mind me turned off my notifications. You just couldn't book no more.
You ain't got no appointments, Corey. I tried to book December.
Yeah, most of my notifications are off, so I don't hear Instagram. I don't hear Facebook Messenger. I don't even hear text messages. I don't even know that shit unless I go look at it. Like, and it calmed me down, and I got to the point, I guess, I feel like in my spirit, I got to the point where I've gotten control. I've gained better control, and I'm gonna tell you how I did. I gained better control over my mood swing, and understanding certain things that's really not supposed to cause me anxiety.
You moody bitch.
Ain't it?
That's not
Damn, what's wrong with Corey? I'm like, what's wrong with Corey today, dog?
Yeah,
What happened? Did he step on a nail or some shit?
Probably. Like, cause I'll be mad for
No reason.
from Tuesday to Thursday. I'm gonna be mad. Like, and what I did was, I'm gonna be completely honest. I smoked a whole lot of weed.
But another thing, Corey don't understand that his mood usually sets the tone of the damn barbershop. He don't even understand that shit. I be over there, I got good vibes all fucking day regardless.
See here, Chris,
You motherfucker
youngin,
be like,
Chris, this is where you're wrong.
Bro, your mood.
The problem is I just learned it
Yes.
when I decided to smoke a whole bunch of fucking weed. I was high for 37 days straight. I'm in this bitch singing and dancing and shit, and everybody loving it.
Dancing this morning, like, yo, that he asked me to dance. I was in the chair this morning. Like,
But in my brain, it's a conflict because I'm forcing this energy, and I know it's not my regular personality. But you know the saying, like, it takes 21 days to start a habit, to create a habit. And one day I woke up, maybe about a month and a half ago, and I said, "Nigga, I'm tired of being angry." I've been a very highly irritable guy all my life, but for the last 2.5 years, I've been completely angry, full of rage, and I'm like, I'm sick of that shit because it's heavy, it's stressing me out. Like, I don't enjoy doing nothing no more, except working. And sometimes I don't even fucking want to do that because people get on my nerves. And then I say, and then I did it subconsciously. I woke up and said, I don't want to be mad. But then that one day, I was probably still mad that day. And then the next day, I said, I'm going to smoke a joint on the way to work. I'm rolling up on the way to work, and then I'm going to smoke this shit. And I'm going to get me this little vape pen, and I'm going to keep me going. And then I'm going to smoke another one on my lunch break. And then I'm going to hit this pen to keep me going until I go home. But I did that shit every day for like honestly, like the last 2 days I've been clean. Like, I haven't smoked no physical weed the last 2 days, but I got my trusty pen here.
But you try doing it without.
You ain't hear what I just said?
I say try.
I'm not doing it without this. Fuck you.
I say try.
No, I'm already trying without the weed. And as far as I'm concerned, the last 48 hours have been beautiful.
I just try without the weed, period.
No. I'm just not doing that.
You'll never know like your true self without it. Then.
Well, I won't then, because here's the thing: I like weed.
Okay.
What I didn't like was I felt like I was dependent upon it to keep myself from going the fuck off.
Yep. So
because I get angry now. No, I enjoy being high, but the more like for real, like I enjoy weed, but the amount of weed I was to the point where I felt like I wasn't getting high no more. I smoke and I'll be high for like 13 minutes and be like, you didn't even look high when you walked in. I know, I was, though. I smoked before I walked in. Because if I get here at 11, then I'm going to pull up at, a lot of times I pull up at like 10:30 and smoke. Before I walk in. Like,
you got to get yourself ready for work.
Yeah.
And I get ready after I get to work, I get ready for work.
Yeah, because in the beginning, I would walk in, my eyes, these shit's already small, but they would be even smaller in red. And then say another week and a half go by, they a little bit bigger now, but they're still red. Now these bitches, I'm wide the fuck awake, and I just smoked. I made it a point, like I just smoked, and like, all right, this shit ain't working no more. So apparently, I'm smoking way too much weed. So how do I? Apparently, it's affecting something within me. It's not doing the job. So it's like I've pounded it in my brain that everything is a mindset. So if I say, nigga, I'm gonna have a good day and I ain't gonna let nothing bother me, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because I'm that stubborn.
So
Like
you're not gonna let it bite because you're telling yourself, so you're not.
Yeah, I consistently like lately, like what in the last like 2 weeks, I've been posting be great on fucking purpose, and like I mean that shit so much. I strategically got it tattooed on my fucking arm
to see it,
so I can see it, because you know how the barber work. Nigga, you whatever hand is your dominant hand, you got your clipper, and then you got your comb. I'm right-handed, so I'm cutting, but I'm combing. Take a quick peek. I can see it all day. I can see it all day. That's the type of shit that moves me. Like I try to move now in a way that everything has a meaning, not nobody else, but everything has to make sense in my fucking brain now. I feel like I'm being more selfish with my energy. I'm being more intentional about what the fuck I'm going to do for today. Or what I'm gonna do in life now. Like I woke up and I said I'm gonna move with more intent. Like I'm gonna move. I'm gonna strategize more. I'm gonna put more thought into this shit, because if I think positively, nigga, that's what I'm gonna get. Consistently think positively. I had moments today where it was like, honestly, fuck everybody in this barbershop. But it was like I don't remember what happened or why. Matter of fact, no, that was yesterday, because I'm getting fucking tired of working by my fucking self on Tuesdays. It pisses me off. Yeah, that's beautiful, but I'm getting tired of fucking working by myself on Tuesdays. If I wanted to fucking work by myself, I'd have went to Sweet.
Like, nigga, why am I here?
Like, I'm looking at this shit, and then it's like, I was real irritated. And I'm like, I wanted to smoke on my lunch break, because then I got my stash in the car just in case. Like, it's always right there. So, because I felt like a ticking time bomb for so long. So it's like, I can feel it. That's why, like, when I was ready to go to the gym, like, I feel my eyes burning. When I got that shit set in my brain, like, all right, you gonna do it. Like, let's get it. And it's like my eyes heat up on some superhero shit. So it's like that be great shit. I be meaning it. Like, 'cause I be feeling that shit sometimes. Like
intensity.
Yeah, like, you didn't see me today. You weren't here today. I felt it in my eyes all day, nigga. That face you just made was me most of the day.
Damn.
Like, for real, like, and yeah, it's a big thing for me, like awareness and shit, but like just being more aware of me of myself and what makes me tick, what makes me go, what I need to move, what I everything that's gonna say, nigga, get up today. I played a Jedi mind trick on myself last week to get me going. When you see that, I know you saw the Last Dance documentary when they said Jordan would take scenarios and wrap them in his head to keep motivate him. Nigga, I did that shit last week. Nigga. I mean, I seen some shit. I ain't like it. Right? I ain't like it. I ain't like it, and it probably had nothing to do with me, but I felt like it did. And that morning, I woke up and I went on a fucking rant, and I said, at the end of my rant, I was like, "I'm gonna fuck today. I think I got the fire I need to get me through this usually painful Tuesday." Because that one day off, throw everything off. Even if it's just one day, throw everything off. So like Tuesday, my leg hurt, my back hurt, my shoulders hurt. Everything fucking hurts at the end of a Tuesday, and then Wednesday comes, which is like realistically my most productive day of the week. And then I'm back up and it's like, yeah, nigga, I'm really gonna be great today because I got a lot of shit to do. like, and I don't have no time to chill. I don't have no time to relax. It's all business. It's all work. This is my happiness.
Wednesday seems to be podcast day too.
And that's what I want to remember. because I gotta get up and do shit. I gotta get up. Like I gotta be dad. I gotta work all motherfucker. Hold up. Everybody. I gotta be daddy in the morning. I gotta be super barber here to my clients. I gotta somehow make my team feel good and shit at some point throughout the day. Yeah. And then I gotta do this with y'all. Like I have, and this is all.
Be like randomly.
I truly enjoy.
Like, hell yeah, lunch on you, bro.
Like I'm trying to incorporate. I'm gonna incorporate the gym back into my life.
Yep.
But like,
Me
you know,
too,
I
I'm
love,
fat.
Me too.
yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like I love accomplishing shit, and the more shit I accomplish in one day, the happier I'm going to be the next. But then I'm not going to be satisfied because I feel like I need to do more. So like, I'm in a never. I've recently discovered that I don't even see competition no more. Nigga, I know who the competition is now. That's another thing that I've been able to recognize. I know who the true competition is. That's why I don't want to judge no other barbers no more. I don't give a fuck about these ugly haircuts, Chris. Like, I don't.
Sometimes.
Like, I don't want to see that shit because guess what? I'm gonna say this nigga trash, and I'm gonna say I gotta figure out a way to get better tomorrow. That's the focus. Like, I don't know. My stubborn nature is probably my biggest gift and my biggest curse. Because when I focus, nigga, I want what I want.
Like, man.
You ever see the movie Biker Boys?
Mm-hmm.
I forget. Smoke. When you see that tunnel,
when he
nigga,
driving.
that's all I see.
At the end, when he was, what's the name?
Yeah, that's all I see.
Tunnel vision.
It's like once my mind made up, ain't nothing stopping it. That's all I see. I don't see nothing else. It's yeah, but it's disgusting too, and I feel like it's gonna be my downfall. That's the disgusting part about it because I refuse to stop.
Well, downfall on what? Though?
You know what I mean? You know how many doctors told me nigga take a break?
A lot.
You know how many friends of mine told me nigga take a break? You know how many people on social media I ain't never seen in my life say nigga you need to take a break? Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there looking at that shit. I'm looking at these people. I'm looking at them. I'm going to work tomorrow. I ain't listening to nothing y'all saying. I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to do the fuck I want. I'm going to work. That's what I do. And that's what I'm going to do. Nobody going to stop me. Because look about like realistically, like if you want to, you know, talk some shit, like who going to tell me I can't come in the shop?
Not nobody.
Luckily, my name on there. Like, who's going to tell me not to come in the shop? Who's going to tell me I can't get no money today? Who's going to tell me I can't be great today? Who's going to tell me I can't do anything? Like, the biggest, one of the greatest things ever is being able to create your own situation. I was having a conversation, and it was about a vacation or some shit. It's like, you ain't going to be able to do that. It's going to be like 9 days off. I'm like, okay. All I gotta do is be able to afford the 9 days off. Niggas like I ain't gotta ask nobody shit. That's the beautiful part about life.
Yourself. You
don't
ask and then you just
do it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do this no more, yo. I want to like do this again. Like I want to cut this show short because I want it to be what the fuck?
A continuation.
Yeah, I want it to be a continuation because I feel like these are the types of conversations we need to have more. Like because it's so much in life, then you know, because we've touched on fucking mental health, professional, you know, journeys, and this is and the third, and I think it's a beautiful thing for everybody to be able to come together. Sean, how you doing? I'm sorry.
I'm great.
This is how I felt in y'all Mervo conversations. Like, oh,
hey y'all, Mervo.
But no, you know, like this type of shit is cool, and you know, I wanna get out of here on a good note because we hitting at 2 hours right now. But like I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming. Like y'all motivation. And my thing for me is like I want to be a person that never stops learning. So it's like when y'all post it, when you post stuff, then y'all be like, I wish I cared to do videos like that.
Let's go.
Yeah. Sometimes when you post like, I didn't think of that design. Where the fuck you get that idea from? Like
doing that shit.
Even like for like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I really feel like I'm a crowd later on because y'all said some of the most fuck you. You said y'all said some of like the most beautiful things that I didn't expect. This show wasn't supposed to go this way. But I tell y'all, I truly appreciate y'all and okay, thank you. All right, okay.
It's all right.
I appreciate y'all and I want everybody to be great. Yeah, that's all I care about at the end of the day. And I want us to do this again. I want us to do it. You know, if you get next product, feel free to come on the show.
I got some stuff.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's on my iPad. Press that goddamn button. Is it still recording? I don't know what's going on here. Look at this shit. It's okay, but damn, look. But no, yo, like for real shit, yo, this shit is dope, yo, and I really enjoyed myself.
I did too, man. This was lit.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what's
you call me, you can get me here.
Yo, you know what's funny, right? I don't think nothing of what I do.
Mhm.
I just keep going because I want to. Because it's what I like to enjoy doing. Like
That's always
when
gonna
you
be
said,
your
yo, when you said, I was waiting for you to ask, nigga, you have no idea what that shit meant. I said, what?
That's
Like
tough.
One of my biggest downfalls, I don't think is highly.
Of yourself.
It's not a downfall. It's called being humble.
Yep.
So it's not.
But some people say being too humble is a bad thing. Every
I
now and again, you gotta pop shit.
I agree with you. I don't never think being humble is a downfall. Being humble, like how can if you want to say that being humble, you're not thinking. You know who you are. Being humble isn't a downfall. You know who you are, and you don't have to tell people.
Nope.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah. I don't have to. I don't have to tell people who I am.
Or what I do.
Yeah.
You want to see? You all gonna see it.
You gonna see it.
Y'all gonna get this work. Like,
and it just ripples effects, just effects. You just don't see the effects, but it happens.
Yeah, you see the effects. I be knowing. For real, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,